Greetings, Canadians, VPN owners, and hockey fans. Steve Dangle here. Welcome. It's called Watch the Stanley Cup Playoffs with Steve Dangle, but I don't like that title, and I don't care if you've already made the graphics, everyone behind the scenes. It is Watch the Stanley Cup Final with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. I think I already mentioned that part. This is Pikachu. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. The Tampa Bay Lightning, with players such as Steven Stamkos and other ones, taking on the Colorado Avalanche with players such as not Mikko Lehtinen, Artturi Lehkonen. If you want to know how I prepare for these streams, I said Artturi Lehkonen into the mirror no less than 150 times. He's going to get the first goal in this game. You know that, right? You know that. Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final tonight. Now, I don't think there's a bad story here. I don't. Either we get the coronation of Nathan MacKinnon and the Colorado Avalanche, or true greatness, the first dynasty since the 80s. Either the Islanders or the Oilers, depends how you categorize it. I did not know that the Oilers never won 3 straight. They did win 5 and 7, though, which I feel should count. But the way the NHL defines a dynasty is 3 straight. Last team to do that was the Islanders in the 80s. And the Lightning have the opportunity to be the first true Cap era dynasty. Which is your favorite story? I don't know. If you're in the chat, go ahead and leave a comment or a question. Make sure you're not a jerk about it. We do have mods and everything. Feels like I shouldn't have to tell you not to be a jerk. You don't seem like a jerk. Yeah, no, you seem fine. You seem fine. So prove me right and just be cool, and we'll answer your questions throughout the stream. And if you have a comment, like, hey, congrats, you haven't called a player the wrong name yet. We can maybe get to that later in the stream. It's laundry day. That's why I got the Pikachu Pallet Town shirt. But you know what you should do? You know what you should clothe yourself with? You should go to shopsportsnet.store. Look at producer Stu. Just so quick on that. Get it, young man. This is shopsportsnet.store. We have all sorts of merch. Welcome to the Paddle Save Emporium. If you're a goaltender, tend the goal. Hat picks, dangets, toddler stuff. If you want my screaming face on a shirt that your toddler wears, go to shopsportsnet.store. Before we get to your questions, and hopefully we'll get to a few before puck drop in Colorado for game 1, here's what we got. Lightning lines. Palat, Stamkos, Kucherov, Killorn, Cirelli, Hagel is in the lineup. Colton, Point is in the lineup with Nick Paul and Maroon, Belmar, Perry on the 4th line. That 3rd line is ridiculous. Ross, Colton, Braden Point making his return. It's difficult, right? Like, he's a $9.5 million player. That's a 40 goal scorer. He can put up 100 points. What percent is he playing at right now? Is it 90? Is it 30? We don't know, but on paper, that is a preposterous third line. Hedman, Ruda, McDonough, Chernak, Sergachev, Bogosian, Cal Foote is the scratch for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And Andrei Vasilevsky, perhaps you've heard of him, is in net. For the Avalanche, Landeskog, McKinnon, Nichushkin, that stays the same. Burakovsky, Comfer, Rantanen, Lehkonen, like Artturi Lehkonen, with Helm and Logan O'Connor, or as I like to call him, Nathan MacKinnon. There's underratedly another Av whose name I screwed up in the 3rd round. Newhook, Sturm, and Nicolas Aube-Kubel on the 4th line. You'll notice no Nazem Kadri for game 1 for the Colorado Avalanche. Taves, Makar, Jack Johnson, Josh Manson, Bowen Byram, Eric Johnson, Darcy Kemper in net for the Colorado Avalanche after Pavel Francouz played the lion's share of the third round against the Oilers. Looking like Darcy Kemper starting for the Avalanche at home. You watch this player every single game, but you should especially watch him at home. Nathan MacKinnon is a monster. Now, I've said multiple times on multiple outlets, I think it's a three-peat. Colorado Avalanche are an amazing team, but I just have a hard time. Can you picture Tampa losing in 4 or 5? No, you can't. It's difficult, right? You could. If you're a Blue Jackets fan, you certainly could. Okay, fine. Could you picture Colorado being up 3-2 heading into Game 6? I could. Easily. I easily could. Can you picture Colorado winning Game 6 and or Game 7? Well, of course you can. It's Colorado. Can you picture Tampa and Andrei Vasilevsky losing those games? I can't. I've forgotten. I've forgotten what it looks like. Legitimately, I've forgotten what it looks like. What's the stat with Vasilevsky in do or die games, in elimination games? He's got a 991 save percentage in his last, 11? That's the boogeyman. That's ridiculous. Let's get to some questions. Not sure how soon puck drop is. I imagine it's rather soon. We'll see, do the Avs go by the regular normal clock, or do they go by the Montreal Canadiens / Battle of Alberta clock, which is we will start this 8 o'clock game at 10:45. Producer Stu says the players are taking the ice, but we still got anthems. So, okay, that's Montreal vibes. That's Montreal vibes. Not quite Battle of Alberta vibes. Battle of Alberta playoff vibes. Regular season, they're closer to normal. Playoffs, they go a little bit extra. And Montreal behaves themselves during the playoffs. It's the regular season where they're like, you know what? We can take the next 45 minutes to do something. Ironically, our first question from the chat comes from Tikachu. How do the Avs compare to the Habs from last year? Well, they both... You think you're slick! You think you're so clever! You just want me to say Arturi Lehkonen. That was the sole reason for that. You know what? I object. Flag on the play. I object. 10 yards. Okay. Last year we looked at the Habs and we said, all right. They're an overachieving team, right? A lot of people didn't think they were going to, they were the worst regular season team in the playoffs. That's not a slight. That's a statistical fact. They go into the first round. Are they the favorite in the first round? No. They go into the second round. Are they the favorite in the second round? No. They go into the third round. Are they the favorite in the third round? Definitely no. And then they head into the Stanley Cup final against Tampa. And we've learned our lesson by then. And we're like, okay, they're not the favorite. I don't think I'd bet on them to beat Tampa. But if they're going to win, here's how they're going to do it. They're going to do it by brutalizing you. They're going to do it with their defense. And they're going to do it with their goaltending. Colorado is not going to rely on their goaltending. They got a goalie who can hang. They got 2 goalies who can hang. But there's no illusion here. Vasilevsky versus Shesterkin, I don't think Vasilevsky is going to get a closer matchup than that. That's about as close as he's had, maybe the Islanders series, right? And obviously, Carey Price was very good. Colorado is one of the first teams Tampa has played over the last 3 years where you could look at them on paper and go, they might be better. The wild star power that they have McKinnon, Landeskog, Rantanen. That's just up front. Wait till Kadri comes back. He could potentially come back. If the game goes to overtime, watch out for, let me just wrote it on my hand, Arturi Lehkonen. And I don't know if the Lightning have faced a beast like Cale Makar. He's right at a different tier. Like, we look at some of the players on the Tampa Bay Lightning, and it's so easy to picture a number of them making the Hockey Hall of Fame because they have a completed resume, right? The individual accolades, the numbers, the X, the Y, the Z. The fact that they have cups makes it so much easier. You don't need a cup to make the Hockey Hall of Fame. We know this. Matt Sundin is in the Hall of Fame. Paul Kariya is in the Hall of Fame. People are calling for Daniel Alfredsson to go in the Hall of Fame. And based on his individual accolades and statistics, he belongs in there. At the end of their careers, there are going to be a number of Lightning players with comparable stats to some of those guys and cups, right? If we're looking at some of the guys on the Colorado Avalanche and you add a cup to their resume, they're getting in. Nathan McKinnon, he's getting in. Cale Makar, if he continues this trajectory, he's obviously very young. Was he 22, 23? You'd easily see him in the Hall. The cup makes it easier. We got puck drop coming in Colorado. Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. Nice to see you again, Andre. Nice to see you again, Darcy. Lightning, Avalanche, 2022 Stanley Cup Final in Colorado. The building is rocking. The chat is going, and we are underway. Will we get all the names right? I doubt it, but here comes a big one. I wanted him to score. It would have been a great call. I definitely want a mulligan on Arturi Lehkonen, and that is offside. First whistle of the Stanley Cup Final. Cirelli arguing that he was pushed offside. That is a penalty. Has it ever been called? Not in my lifetime. Jared Bednar. Is that, would you call that Avs colored tie? I would.
The matchup game will take care of itself as the series develops on. I like the messaging by both coaches there. And a nice call against Colorado.
Will Tampa be a little more comfortable because they played more recently? Will the Avs show rust? Or will Tampa feel the fatigue? Will the Avs show a little bit of rejuvenation? We had another whistle there. Nikita Kucherov. He's good. We're at center ice again because we feel like it. 30 seconds in. We're starting the game over. And we... God, this is the worst start to a Stanley Cup Final in human history. We're 40 seconds in, maybe less, and we got 3 whistles. None of them of consequence. Well, I got caught. I don't remember. It was an Edmonton series. I don't remember if it was Battle of Alberta or against Colorado, where I said, it was an icing, but who cares? And then there was a goal scored off the faceoff. So here's an opportunity for Colorado in the offensive zone. Boy, I don't know who that official is, number 59, but they've already dropped 2 very poor faceoffs. Oh, Stamkos almost had an opportunity on the rebound there.
When it looked like he was breaking away and now bounced inside the line. So again, there's just a couple little nerves. You know, you're nervous. This is different than any other
Colorado. That's not offside? Okay. Colorado gets it deep. A reminder from a guy who cheers for the Leafs that if Colorado wins this game, maybe even 5-0, it does not matter. Comfer with a confident pass over Nikita Kucherov. There he goes again. I've really liked him in these playoffs. And he's got to be playing the best hockey of his career. Nazem Kadri out. Braden Point in his first action since Game 7 of the first round. But it's Mikko Rantanen coming in. Backhand. Ooh, that was cheeky. That was cheeky on Andrei Vasilevsky, but you're going to have to get up very early in the morning to trick him. With stick handling like that. Braden Point with a turnover in his first shift since the first round. But Vasilevsky makes the save. It's all good. Worry about it. Fine. Oh, the patches. The patches on the jersey.
No Andrew Cogliano for Colorado.
So good.
Retooled third line as well. Darren Hill moves up. Arturi Lehkonen moves
Helm out there versus Steven Stamkos. Oh, never mind. Versus Cirelli. The Lightning are like an Olympic team, where they're just like, oh, a center got kicked out. Let's bring in another center. They lose the faceoff though, and the Avs still have it in the offensive zone. Avs put it on. Avs certainly getting the lion's share of the puck over the first 2 minutes. That building's rocking. Look at that. Look at that. But Tampa. Oh, never mind. Here comes Colorado. They shoot. Tough angle. It might have beaten some goalies, but it does not beat Andrei Vasilevsky. What I was going to say is Tampa, they have this lore about them, right? They've won back-to-back cups. They're going for 3. They're an incredibly good team. That was a great play by Darren Helm. And because of this lore, because of the reverence for the Tampa Bay Lightning, we talk about them like any shift where they're outplayed is a miracle. It's remarkable. That's a misunderstanding of the Tampa Bay Lightning. They don't always win games through dominance. They can. They can. But no team thrives in the muck like the Tampa Bay Lightning. Do we have our first penalty of the game coming? No? Oh, they were offside that whole time. Okay. Whoa! Vasilevsky, ice in his veins. How don't the Avs come up with that? Oh, and here come the Lightning. Tampa still hasn't been tested yet. I don't think it's coming, though. It might come right here. Stopped by Kemper. Nick Paul trying to draw the penalty.
You're in your first Stanley Cup final.
Officials not letting him do it. It's his nose. He points to the ref where his nose is. In the middle of his face where he left it.
27 minutes and change, only able to play.
Yep.
And now here he is in the game's biggest stage, and there's his first chance to feel the puck and absorb.
Battle of the goalies with.
Now the fourth lines come out.
Battle of the goalies who went to the Martin Biron School of Eyes.
Former Colorado center Pierre-Edouard Bellemare for the Lightning. With
bright blue eyes.
Sturm able to work the puck ahead. Alex Newhook to Sturm over the line.
Avs breaking out with speed. Held up at the line by Tampa. And again, Tampa just kind of feeling the Avs out. Obviously, we shouldn't set too much stock by how the first few minutes of a series goes.
Coming into this series says we got to get the speed of the game up, and here's even a fourth line battle.
Really like Newhook's game in these playoffs. Hasn't added up to a ton of production. Where's he going to play next year in the lineup for the Avalanche? Does he get bumped all the way up to the second line? Does he break out? We'll see. But we get another offensive zone draw for the Avalanche. The Lightning win, but if these keep adding up, it could cost Colorado. That's a confident play. Avs playing with fire a little bit. Even though Tampa has the one shot on goal, there have been a couple times where the Avs have been a little fast and loose with the puck, and I'm like, you're playing the Lightning, right? Well, it's the Stanley Cup final, right? Right? No? Okay.
Colorado 6-1 with scoring the first and 6-1 when they've given up. So they've been able to handle both. And the Tampa Bay Lightning 9-2.
McKinnon and Cirelli. McKinnon wins. But Hagel almost chased it down. God, he's We don't know what percentage he's playing at either, but that is a determined player. Determined is what you might use if you're a Tampa fan. If you're playing against him, you might say annoying. That was a rip of a shot. Vasilevsky stops it. Ooh! And again, another very, very near break for the Lightning.
Able to work it ahead, and now it's Taves on the line with Landeskog. Back towards Taves, but too far.
The Avs have had more of the puck, but it feels like the Lightning are more dangerous. Is anyone else getting that vibe? They're fast, they're opportunistic. I was going to say they're quick like lightning. And then I didn't, and then I told you about it, so I did. That's a great pass to Landeskog. Helm! Stop of the arm of Vasilevsky. 4.5 in.
As expected, Makar joining the play. He makes this play down low, and Anthony Cirelli right off the bat. Take the body, make sure that he doesn't make the play.
That's Ryan McDonough. He just danced. Oh, that was Nichushkin. Ripped it off, I think, the crossbar, actually.
And there's the last one by Helm. And
oh.
Again, you see a common theme. The Rangers tried to go a lot to the blocker side on Vasilevsky as well, and there's one.
So I said I thought Tampa would win on several different outlets, and producer Drew was happy about that because I've picked the Avs to win the last 2 cups. They have not. So he thinks I jinxed them. So now that I've picked the Lightning, he's happy, but I gotta say, Drew, I don't know. I'm not sure about my pick yet. I don't know, the Avs look good so far. They're out shooting them. I don't know, Drew, maybe I should... Whoa! You know what? Maybe I should pick Colorado. What do you think? What do you think, Drew? What do you think, Drew? I know this guy's watching right now going, no! What is happening right now? The Avs come up with the puck. This will be a fun offside review if they score. Nope. Never mind. Reminder, if this is your first stream that you've tuned into... Oh, Josh Manson going to the box. If this is your first stream, I cannot hear the game, and I cannot hear the commentary. So if I miss something obvious, that's why. Oh, that's the call, huh? Oh! I didn't see the official who put their arm up, but he sort of bops Nick Paul in the face and then holds on to his stick. I mean, you were. That's one of those penalties where you can look at it and you can go, it's a Stanley Cup final, it's a soft call. Yeah, it is kind of soft. But let's be honest, it's an infraction. You're definitely not allowed to do that, and it directly affected possession of the puck. And it led to a Colorado rush. Yeah, you got to call that. That's a tough one, but you got to call that. Kucherov puts it on. Just wide. Stamkos pressured, falls down, keeps it. This is what I'm talking about. The Lightning thrive in the muck, and they almost get one right there. We're only 20 seconds into this thing. They shoot through the crease. Kucherov comes up with it again. How do they still have it? Rebound. 30 seconds gone. In a 2-minute power play. God, these guys are scary. These guys are good. Scary good. Here comes Braden Point, a welcome addition to the Lightning power play, no doubt. Kucherov down low. Working it around. Works it in front. Ooh, they love that little ping pong move. Braden Point. Oh my goodness. Watch for the fake one-timer that Kucherov likes to send to Point. That was not a fake one-timer. That was a real one. Ooh! Palat almost had a chance there. On! Wide. Colorado mercifully gets it out. 30 seconds to go for the Tampa Bay Lightning. What an exhausting looking kill. Jack Johnson, by the way, I did not like that signing. And here he is in the Stanley Cup final. Shows what I know. 15 seconds to go. I don't know if the Lightning... No, they're definitely not going to have enough time to get set up. But they can enter the Avalanche zone. And that is what they will try to do. And they cannot. Ooh, they just stay onside. And the Avs will take it out. They survive. They survive their first kill. That is no small thing. Cirelli whips it around to the point. On from Cernak. Where is it? Fell down. Again, that's a really, really confident pass. To Bowen Byram, who takes it in. Rantanen! Did he win? Oh, yeah, he did! He did! I said, did he win? Did he score? Sneaks it through Andrei Vasilevskiy, and we got the first goal of the Stanley Cup final. Gabriel Landeskog on the camera. Did he get a piece of it? I guess we'll see the replay. I was about to shout, it actually is a Mikko this time. So that risky pass leads to Bowen Byram on the rush. So Rantanen puts it on. It squeaks through Vasilevskiy. And Landeskog will help it over the line. No, man, if he's not there, Brandon Hagel probably gets this. So he deserves the goal. Gosh darn it. The captain puts his team up 1-0 in the Stanley Cup final. What are you doing with your mouth, sir? All right.
He'll get the primary assist along with Bowen Byram. Rantanen offensively has just come alive.
Now, a reminder, not to be a Buzz Killington. Tampa lost the first game of the playoffs, 5-0 to the Toronto Maple Leafs. They then proceeded to murder, I don't use that word lightly, but they murdered the Florida Panthers before going down 2-0 to the New York Rangers. Looked like the dynasty was coming to an end. So, them going down in the first game of a series, nothing they're new to. Oh! Turnover! Avs! Runs out of runway. Almost Beyblades around. That's what I like to call it anyway. Zach Bogosian. Big pass. Stamp. Oh, wow. Bit of a borderline hit into the end boards. Oh, this is a great breakout from the Avs. Comfort. Tries the drop. Doesn't work. Oh, cow. We're only 9 minutes into this thing. I got to say, this series looked like it would rule on paper in the first 9 minutes. Except for the first 40 seconds where there were 3 whistles. First 9 minutes have been fantastic.
The lead pass goes off the skate to Landeskog and stays in the Tampa Bay zone. They'll try it again, and it's kept in. Here's
McKinnon holds it in, throws it to the slot, and Nichushkin! Was that Nichushkin? The choo-choo train! All stops to the back of the net, and the Avalanche, less than half a period into the Stanley Cup final, lead 2-0. Bay Lightning some grumpy gusses. That was a good keep. Lightning have another opportunity to get it out. They can't. Good keep. Into the slot. What a shot. Stone hands. Diamonds are a stone too. Don't Google it. Don't know if that's true. But it beats Andrei Vasilevskiy 2-0 Avs.
Shots get deflected and goes 5-hole to make it 2-0. 2 minute 36. John Cooper told us this morning he was a little worried about the first 10 minutes. It did be chaotic. Hoped he could get through it. But
yes. Google said yes.
Well, I can tell you, you get all that time.
Not even half a period into this thing. Goodness gracious.
A new series, new kind of matchups.
Hedman tries giving it to Nick Paul. And I think that was pressure from Kel McCarr. Don't know if he'll get an assist on the play. But that turnover is all him.
John Cooper having that little conversation. You know, now you rely on your experience to
John Cooper
down. Don't let this game get away
covering his mouth. I've always wondered, do teams hire people to lip read what's being said on the bench? Here come the Avs again. Relentless O'Connor. Give him the puck. Give him the puck so I can say his name. Give him the puck so I can say his name. Give him the puck. Arturi Lehkonen goes for it. Here come the Lightning. Offside? No, they are not. Andre Palat. Oh, trips up his man. No call. Lightning throw it on through traffic. And stops. Ron Taves helps McKinnon with the breakout. McKinnon. Oh. We're going to go to break. Holy smokes. What a start to this series for the Colorado Avalanche. They lead 2-0 early in game one. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs. Watch the Stanley Cup final with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends, and we will be right back. Watch the Stanley Cup final. Steve Dangle, I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends that the Colorado Avalanche have an early 2-0 lead on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Difficult to get a read. I mean, 2-0. Avs have the majority of the shots. They have the majority of the possession. Maybe I shouldn't overthink this, right? Tampa did have a power play. It looked really, really good. Didn't score. But the way they've played and the way their power play was clicking, I think is a reminder that no matter how well you're doing against the Lightning, you don't take them lightly. Not even for a moment. I know that doesn't sound like breaking news, but you'd be amazed how often it happens. But here comes the Avalanche on a turnover. They shoot and stop by Vasilevsky, but Burakovsky keeps it. Whoa! Run over by Killorn, but the Avs still have it. Well, at least it's out of danger for Colorado. Holy. Yeah, expect Tampa to respond with the body in a big way. They catch you sleeping. Maroon puts it on. Stopped by Perry. One in their fourth straight Stanley Cup final. The other in their third. One has won all of them. The other has lost all of them. And now they're teammates. One of the streaks will continue, guaranteed. Here come the Avs again. Whoa! Maroon. Looking for a big hit there. Doesn't get it. So that was a big keep your head up shift for the Colorado Avalanche.
That's been the case here in the
A bit of a reminder that 9.5 minutes does not make a series, and there's another big hit that leads to the Lightning getting possession. They put it on. And it goes out of play. But that shift right there is a little example of what the Lightning are capable of. This was a wonderful chip by Burakovsky, though, by the way. Him staying healthy is very important for the Colorado Avalanche. They signed him to be a big part of their team, secondary scoring. He's in a bit more of a depth role now. But it's amazing how often the Stanley Cup final is defined by players in a depth role. We just talked about Corey Perry. He's on Tampa's fourth line in his third straight final. He's been great in the series that he's played, even though they've lost. How good was he for he was good for Montreal. I was about to say Dallas. He kept them alive in that final. Patrick Maroon playing in his fourth straight final. And who scored the Stanley Cup winning goal last year? Can anyone? You there? Yes? Ross Colton. Absolutely. Ross Colton. Now, that might not sound shocking because he's had a very good playoff this year, and he had a good regular season too. He scored 22 goals, I think. He wasn't that last year. He wasn't that. Anyone can do it. Stand in the right spot. Stick on the ice. You could be a hero. It's funny. A series is not defined by 9.5 minutes. But it can be defined by a flash. One moment. One moment that starts a comeback. A moment that starts a collapse. You win it in overtime. It's a game of inches. It's a game of miles. It's the best game in the world. Andrei Vasilevsky's worst career save percentage in regular season games, is against the Colorado Avalanche. Interesting. Bless the person in Sportsnet stats department that looked at that. Oh, that must have taken forever. Darren Helm against the man that won the Stanley Cup for Tampa last year, Ross Colton, and Colton wins it. Lightning put it on. Lightning keeping it pretty simple. All right, let's throw the body. All right, let's get the puck on. They're not looking for the magical play. Let's hurt him, and let's try to score. Here comes Nick Paul. Oh! Oh, what a blessing! He flubs it! Scores anyway! Nick Paul scoring the Lightning's first goal.
Great example of how do you get this crowd out of the game
of the 2022 Stanley Cup final. And ironically, he erases his own jersey number. It was 2-0. Now it's 2-1 with the Lightning on the board. Blazing speed. And I want to see this again. Look at this. He loses it, gets it right back, almost stops himself. That's fantastic. Watch this. Bounces off his stick precariously there. It's played on ice. Puck is made of rubber. It's a silly goose sport. We have two of the most elite flocks of silly geese taking each other on here. Chernak offside. Got to be careful now. Got to be careful, Colorado. Avs fans. If you know any friends at the game, you got to text them. Okay, sorry, I got to pause on that for a sec. Nick Paul, that's his fourth goal of the playoffs. Two of them were in Game 7 against the Leafs. Half of his playoff goals so far were in that game. Ah! If you have any Avs fan friends that are at this game in Colorado, you got to tell them. You got to be loud. You can't let the Lightning think that you're scared, because they will wreck you if you show the slightest sign of fear.
Around it goes, and the Lightning trying to follow up after the goal that gets them back into the
They
game.
eat dreams.
The media day
It is their
yesterday,
lifeblood.
Just about every Tampa player referenced that there is just no panic. They can fall behind and never are concerned.
And ever since the Avs took that 2-0 lead, I gotta say, Tampa's got a lot more of the puck, haven't they? More of the puck than they did in the first few minutes, and here's a turnover, Maroon in front! Manson gets it out of danger, off the glass and out. Oh, what a deflection! On! Not on. McKinnon tries to get it to a friendly teammate, but 4 Lightning swarm him. By the way, this is the first ever Stanley Cup final featuring 2 teams that don't have a name that end with S. The Lightning and the Avalanche. There aren't many. The Wild, the Kraken. Probably another one that the chat is mad at me. Oh, wow! Bouncing puck off the deflection. Here come the Lightning again. This is going to be a 2-on-1. Killorn. Sorelli with him. Ah, pass too high.
Those two looking for a little more offense. Sorelli with just 1 goal shorthanded.
Sorelli showing his speed there. Leaving his defender in the dust. I think that was Hagel with a chance in front. Lightning moving the puck really well. Creating a lot of havoc. Making life really uncomfortable for the Avs here. I think the Lightning are outside, yes.
Offside called against Tampa Bay.
Let's get another look at that play. Oh, never mind. They're doing a feature on Nick Paul. I thought they were going to show the replay of the 2-on-1. Yeah. Never mind. All right. Watch the Stanley Cup final with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Questions from the chat. We haven't had much time. Kensington. Will there be a lot of fights in this game? Okay. Well, it depends what you mean. Do you mean fights like both players discard their gloves and punch each other in the face with their bare knuckles? Or a bunch of after-the-whistle shenanigans? This might sound silly, but I'm going to say it anyway. The Lightning and the Avs skate too much to waste energy on that. All the after-the-whistle stuff, honestly, I think it would be advantageous for the Avs to initiate that sort of thing with the Lightning. Because a big factor in this series that people forget about, not Avs fans, they bring it up all the time, the altitude. A lot of players have difficulty adjusting to the altitude of Colorado. The air is not the way it is in Tampa. And I can actually remember, because Calgary is in a similar position, I remember was it the 03 or the 04? 04? 04. Stanley Cup final between the Lightning and the Flames. I specifically remember players on the Lightning bench. I want to say it was Martin St. Louis. I might be wrong. With oxygen masks on the bench just to help them out in any way. So if there's going to be fights, I think it'll mostly be after the whistle scrum face washy stuff. And even though I would probably call the Lightning the feistier team, I think it should be Colorado who initiates it. Just pick your opponents carefully, because Corey Perry, Patrick Maroon, Zach Bogosian, Ryan McDonough, Victor Hedman will all punch you in the face really hard. It's not fun. Swish LA Tom asks, who wins?
More than just a penalty killer, a guy that could contribute, and he certainly has done that in these playoffs.
I think I said Colorado would win game 1.
Tipped in by O'Connor from center.
But the way the last few minutes have gone, I'm tempted to say Tampa, even though they're losing 2-1. You know what? I'm going to say Colorado's going to win because it makes producer Drew mad. There. It's nothing against the Avs or Avs fans. It's Avs fan. Something against Avs fan. One of them. Singular. Drew. Screw that guy. Zero Fox. How many games is this series going? I picked Lightning in 6. Please go 7. Just go 7. Give us as much of this hockey as possible. Amazing G3. Favorite Pokemon? Ooh. I do love Articuno. Legendary ice Pokemon who can fly and shoot Ice Beam. Really susceptible to electric Pokemon, but even though it's a bird Pokemon, its attacks crush rock type because it's an ice type. And dragon Pokemon, they're susceptible to ice. Abs, throw it on. My cough is mostly gone. My cough from the third round, which caused me nightmares. It was bad. I promise no more Pokemon talk after this. Most underrated Pokemon, Doug Trio. Nathan McKinnon drawing the trip. Almost getting a breakaway. And the Colorado Avalanche will head to the power play. Ooh, is it Anthony Cirelli? Not good news for the Lightning. Here comes McKinnon. I mean, you could have given it to either guy. I think it was Cirelli's stick. Huh? I was going to say, I thought it was Cirelli's stick that actually got into McKinnon's skates, but Sergachev drops his stick. The game is happening at Mach 10, so it's difficult for the ref to decide. You're not going to call two guys for the same trip. Sergachev goes off. McKinnon rips it. Stopped by Vasilevsky. Is that Arturi Lehkonen? Arturi Lehkonen! Dale Makar working it around. Nathan McKinnon. They hold it in. They can't. Uh-oh. That's absolutely a trip. It's absolutely a trip. What are you complaining about? So, watch this. We got to see this replay. Again, you can call it a soft call. And I get it. But this leads to a change in possession. There's that stop by Vasilevsky on McKinnon again. Let's see this. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Yeah, I understand the frustration there. Imagine that. I said you can't call two guys for the same trip, and now both of them are gone. Listen, it's soft. But it almost led to a breakaway for Cirelli. So they've been consistent so far in this game, at very least. So now the Avs have 90 seconds of 5-on-3. Cale Makar. Oh, man. What a turn of events here early on in game one. Nathan McKinnon. Oh, Avs got to settle it down. They almost got too much pep in their step. McKinnon. 1,000 moves. Holds on to it. Back to the point. Rip. Blocked. Belmar down. Puck lands. Belmar trying to direct traffic. Oh! Stopped by Vasilevsky. Got to keep those shots low. Get those rebounds. And works it around. Here's Makar. Blocked again. There's going to be some sore bodies after this. 40 seconds to go on this 5-on-3. Wham! From McKinnon. Rebound. Ooh. Tampa still can't clear the zone. What a nightmare for the Lightning. Avs. Bodies. McKinnon. Oh. Again with that one-timer. Doesn't get it to go. Landeskog. Ah, and they score! Was it Arturi Lehkonen? It was! Arturi Lehkonen! Not Mikko Lehtonen. Arturi Lehkonen scores in back-to-back games for the Colorado Avalanche.
Now you get a little bit fatigued, and there's just a perfectly executed
off the deflection, and I feel good that I get to call another Arturi Lehkonen goal and actually call him by the right name this time. Look at him. Look at him being Arturi Lehkonen like that and not Mikko Lehtonen. Look at him. Look at him. He's definitely not Mikko Lehtonen. It's not his name. Arturi Lehkonen puts the Avalanche up 3-1 late in the first, and they still have another 50 seconds to work. Nightmare scenario for the Tampa Bay Lightning, because that power play was fantastic. I know it's 5-on-3. A lot of teams struggle with 5-on-3s. You could have called a penalty right there. Lightning got to watch themselves.
Another point for Rantanen. He has 2 in the game, and so does Landeskog on the.
Could have called a hook in the neutral zone.
By the way, Lehkonen, the first player since Gordy Drill in
And the Lightning have not given up a ton on the power play in these playoffs. Oh, good keep there by Byram. 20 seconds to work. Oh. Abs behind the net, throws it in front. How does that pass get through? Byram, back to the point, wham from Taves. Blocked, and the Lightning, they'll dump it out. They'll kill off the remainder of the penalty, but the Abs rushing it right now. And they'll have another opportunity here. Oh, very close. Byron just getting worked in the corner. Bruto's got to watch the cross check. The push is fine. Yeah, the Avs fans want it, but you're not going to get it. This is not especially after the 5-on-3. Here comes Andre Palat. Oh, what a determined play. God, this guy's underrated. Here come the Lightning again. Palat! Kemper hasn't really been tested yet. But it feels like every time the Lightning have possession in the offensive zone, they might score. We got a whistle here. Someone is going to make Andre Palat all the rich. Just absolutely breezing by Logan O'Connor. His max speed on that was 34.1. I actually love that stat. I feel like it needs context. Like at the Olympics, to win gold, your max speed I think is going to be like 41. I don't know what your average speed is going to be. I did the math once. I'm also bad at math, so don't take my word for it. At least I'm honest. Lightning looking for a late one. That'd certainly be nice. They got 20 seconds to get it. Throw it into the corner, but the Avs are right there. I'm not sure what that play was. They airmail it, and I don't know what that play was. Now the Lightning have a face-off in the offensive zone.
One last chance for some face-off play. They'll choose the right side.
Man, the Lightning gave the Avs a gift there, and the Avs sent it right back. I didn't see who iced the puck. I don't know about that play, man. Now the Lightning have 10.6 seconds. They got their big boys out there. This could be something. Big face-off. Big face-off. Don't get kicked out. Stamkos. He's upset. Braden Point in there now. Again, the Lightning just have this wealth of centers. Point wins it. To the point. The Lightning flubbed the pass a little bit. They still have an opportunity, though. They sail it through the slot. Crisis averted for the Avalanche. What an opening, period. The Avs go up 2-0. The Lightning respond. Look like they're on their way to cruising to tying it. Then the Lightning take 2 penalties, one right after the other. First Mikhail Sergachev, then Anthony Cirelli. Arturi Lehkonen scores. And guess what? It's 3-1 Colorado after the first period of the Stanley Cup Final in 2022. Watch the Stanley Cup Final with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Now, my friends. We got some intermission entertainment for you. Got a couple features that I want to show you. One is from producer Stu, Tom Stewart. He's a lovely gentleman. You will love him. And then after that, we got some stuff with Steven Stamkos, the captain of the Tampa Bay Lightning. But right now, prepare to be amazed. Prepare to learn. Prepare to have your eyes open as Tom Stewart gets to the bottom of it.
How you doing? Luis and I are downtown Toronto today asking members of Leaf Nation if they have any words of advice for Oilers fans, because no one knows more about painfully embarrassing playoff losses than fans of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So let's get to the bottom of it. Well, I guess that doesn't really apply for this theme, but... Are you a Maple Leafs fan?
Yeah, I'm hesitant to admit that.
Okay, it's just on camera for the whole world to see.
Yeah, no problem.
What advice would you have for Oilers fans on how to get over this heartbreak?
Everyone's going to make fun of you. Your life is going to feel miserable. Build a calloused heart and just care less all the time.
What advice would you give to Oilers fans on how to get over this heartbreak that they just suffered?
Look at the Leafs. Take a page out of the Leafs and you'll get over it.
My advice would be maybe have a drink.
Go for a drink right here.
They're in Edmonton.
Oh, go for a drink somewhere in Edmonton that looks like this. Alcohol?
Drink some beer and have a chill.
Do you have any advice for Oilers fans on how they can get over the heartbreak? What have you done to get over the heartbreak?
Yeah, I had about 24 beers. Go to the golf course,
So your advice is to just drink as many beers as possible and then go play golf.
You got it.
Whenever I'm sad, I go and I buy an ice cream.
Did you make any rash financial decisions like buying a Toyota?
I did buy a Ram, so.
Oh, and how did that make you feel?
Awesome.
No, you could just have a nice swim.
What if you were in a landlocked province with no water except for rivers that are kind of gross?
Just swim in your tub.
Oh, it wasn't a devastating loss because they made it past a few rounds in the playoffs.
Do you want to just take turns listing our favorite things about Edmonton?
It's a city.
Oh, that was mine.
Don't stress around too much. Just go figure out something that makes you happy and, just live life.
Do you ever sing when you're sad? I found I used to sing when I was sad. You don't want to sing Don't Worry, Be Happy with me?
No. Worry, be happy.
Don't worry, be happy. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that
Tomorrow,
there'll be
sun.
So there you have it, Edmonton. Hopefully Luis and I were able to lift your spirits a little bit there. And listen, next time you're down in the dumps, you're feeling a little uneasy about what happened, just remember, things could be a lot worse. You could be Winnipeg. Imagine that. Anyways, that's us at the bottom of it. For Tom Stewart, I'm Tom Stewart, saying you're at the bottom of it.
We're getting to the bottom of it.
Under 4 to play here in the second period. Stamkos sheds Cogliano, who went flying into the board. Stamkos gets it back, he shoots and scores.
Well, this is an ankle breaker right at the blue line on their entry. Stands, dangles. Cogliano lost his balance and went awkwardly into the sideboards, and then ultimately it's Steven Stamkos in tight, eyeball to eyeball, gives it up, goes to a soft area, and then cranks this thing over top of Khudobin.
Edmund on the ice. It's Stamkos. He got in. Steven Stamkos to the net. Scores! What a return. Third shift of the game for Stamkos, and it's 2-0 Tampa. The captain returns.
Great players sometimes just have that innate ability to write their own script. Look at him slide by Lindell there. He's got his head up the whole way. I talked about muscle memory, and you know exactly what to expect. Yeah, the captain's back, and he's done a little bit more than just ease himself into this game with that shift and that beauty of a goal.
That's amazing. I don't know how he did that.
Here's St. Louis and Stamkos. Stamkos waits, shoots, scores! He fired it under the bar and in, and the Lightning lead it 2-1.
Again, their speed helps
takes them out. They get back on defense very quickly. Watch that. A really nice play at the blue line. That gap control. Now they got everybody coming back. You got 3 of them going. Everybody's looking to see that he's going to go to Marty St. Louis. And Stamkos toe drags it, puts it up top. And the Lightning get the lead for the first time. Watch this toe drag right here. And Marty St. Louis right there. But look at that shot.
Here's Filppula now, down low to the corner. Callahan, centering pass, a blocker save from Leonard, scores! Stamkos knocks it out of midair, but it is waved off immediately.
Oh boy, he hit it below the crossbar, and the big board is showing it. From our angle anyway, may not be the best, but it appears as though Stamkos waited long enough, shortened up on the stick like a bunt, and appeared to have bunted it in the net.
With a ping pong here as Coburn plays the puck to Garrison up the middle. Stamkos fights to get open. Steven Stamkos scores! And that's a look of relief on one of the game's greatest scorers as Steven Stamkos gets his first and Tampa's in front.
Well, you can credit Jason Garrison with making this possible. Stamkos at the end of a fairly long shift just sees he's got a chance. A little open ice in the middle. D a little bit too far away. Markov can't reach, and that's just instinct. Backhand, forehand, Carey Price with a rolling puck. Not sure whether Stamkos is going to shoot it or not. Keeps it alive, keeps his legs moving, and then like he's done all his career, instincts around the net.
Led ahead and can be carried right back on by Tavares. And Tavares had it defended away, but Stamkos in front. Oh! Poke-checked attempt from Lundqvist, but Stamkos stashed it by.
Watch the play by Steven Stamkos. He'll put this puck and his stick between his own legs and somehow finds a way to beat Henrik Lundqvist. Stick handles in front, and he puts this puck back through, and his stick puts it into the net. Yeah, he even trips himself, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Puck ends up into the back of the net.
Face-off comes right to the stick of Killorn. Got it down the ice, hoping Stamkos could catch up, and no problem, he does. Stamkos winging around, getting set, right in! Oh, what a chance that was by Stamkos. He had everybody falling, and he scores a goal to give Tampa Bay the lead for the first time in this hockey game. What a solo effort by Steven.
We just said that Tampa were not really alive with Stamkos not going. And Ottawa were doing a good job, but then all of a sudden, this is all he needs is one shift. Look at the strength of his edges as he just walks right into the slot and then holds on to that puck as only Stamkos can as he outfights Turris going to the net.
Well, Chief, quickly, what do you think you ought to do?
Well, Price is a big goalie, and they cut everything out low. And I think you gotta look top shelf. I think you just gotta think high all the time.
Here he comes. He scores the spin bomb. He puts on the backhand. It's 3-1 Lightning.
Well, I'll tell you what, come this side, there it is.
What a way to hit the 30-goal mark. 13 minutes to go in this third period. Lightning have a 23-16 shot advantage. Stamkos into that zone. Another great move. Shooting, scores! A spectacular goal by Steven Stamkos. It's 4-0.
Oh, baby. That one was a something to behold. Again, watch that little speed he heads in. He comes by that toe drag, but look at this shot right over top of the shoulder of Brian Elliott, right off the crossbar. Look at this. That toe drag, way he comes in here, and then just rips that shot on the short side.
He's a veteran presence. Canada a lot, and here's Stamkos beaten point blank, and the rebound batted in.
Wow, what a play by Stamkos to tap that puck.
incredible eye-hand coordination, and Randy Carlyle has called a timeout. I mean, this is just an amazing, amazing goal by Stamkos.
You can see Boynton waved at it, but he was trying to knock it the other way, and Stamkos nearly below the goal line from the seat of his pants with his 14th of the season set up by LeCavalier.
Well, it's worth taking one more look at it. LeCavalier just shovels it out to the front of the net. Hiller makes the initial save, and look at this. This is just remarkable. What a great look on Exmo. No chance for the goaltender Hiller. Just a remarkable play by the young man Stamkos.
Arturi Lehkonen. Google him. He's not Mikko Lehtonen. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs. Watch the Stanley Cup final. With Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. If you're just joining us because you saw the ad on television, welcome to the future. And also you're welcome that I backed up from the camera. I just want to say I'm in an amazing mood. An amazing mood. And it's got nothing to do with the score of the game. The game's been very entertaining. 3-1 Colorado after one. But you know what helps your mood? You know what helps your mood? Snacks. Now, I got to say, my wife was born in Aberdeen, Scotland. She moved to Canada when she was 11 years old. And most of her family still lives over there. They have not met our toddler, Leo, and my wife's grandmother is still with us. So that means Leo has a great grandmother. She is visiting and seeing him for the first time. Now, yeah. The warm and fuzzies, the hugs, the kisses, all that. Forget all that. She came from Scotland, which means she brought stuff from Scotland. And folks, when I tell you how jacked I am that she brought she brought 2 packets of golds, but I have thoroughly almost all the way crushed an entire pack. I'm going to open it so that you can see it, and I'll eat it during break so you don't have to hear me smacking into the... Look at that. Look at that. Love you. Anyway, let's talk about this game. And perhaps even take your questions. Because we do have some in the chat. Thank you, Producer Rob. Jason Clare. That's not Jason Clare. It's Jay Sinclair. Jason Clare. Who wins the Conn Smythe if you had to choose right now? I mean, pretty difficult to not pick. Like, okay, so we're picking the best player of the 2 teams, right? Because the Stanley Cup has not been won. I'm going Cale Makar. I think he's the easy pick. The Avs have many good players. You know, well, how don't you pick Nathan McKinnon? I don't because of Cale Makar. You know, how don't you pick Leon Draisaitl? Well, Connor McDavid exists. It's tough, I know. But I got to go Cale Makar. I'm pulling up his stats right now. He's had an absolutely absurd season. He had 28 goals and 86 points in 77 regular season games. And in these playoffs, 5 goals, 17 assists for 22 points in just 14 games. Forget being over a point per game. He's over an assist per game. You monster. You scary, under-the-bed monster. Yeah, I got to give it to Cale Makar. Braden, will the Bruins start a rebuild? Yeah, so, not every question is going to be about the Lightning or the Avs. As a Leaf fan, and I've mentioned that I cheer for the Leafs, here's everything you need to know about Bruce Cassidy getting fired by the Bruins. I'm happy. That's one of the best coaches in the NHL, and the Bruins fired him. And if you want to rebuild, cool. You go ahead and rebuild. What? I don't understand why you're firing Bruce Cassidy. Now, here's what is potentially shaping up here. Because, and this is getting away from the Bruins, but stick with me. The Chicago Blackhawks are rebuilding, but in doing that, they traded 23-year-old Brandon Hagel for a guy who's 23, a guy who's 24, and a first-round pick that is probably going to be either 31st. Well, no, not definitely. It's going to be 31st or 32nd overall if they end up going with this year's pick. It's a conditional pick. We're not going to get into it, blah, 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 blah. Now we're talking about them potentially trading Alex DeBrincat. And the rationale that I saw was DeBrincat makes the Blackhawks too good to tank. Connor Bedard, Habs fans are going to be very excited about Shane Wright this year and the first overall pick, and you're hosting the draft. That's great. Connor Bedard could cause a tank off that we haven't seen since the McEichel draft. And some of the things teams did in 2015 were shocking. So the Bruins could be in for a 1-year rebuild. They're doing all the right things. Fired a good coach. And a bunch of guys are going to miss time with surgery. So you're not even necessarily artificially making your team bad by getting rid of all the good players. Anyway, these two teams are undeniably good and not rebuilding because they are in the Stanley Cup final. The second period of Game 1 is about to begin. Colorado leads Tampa 3-1 in Colorado. What will the second period hold? If you've watched these playoffs, I'm sure nothing will surprise you. Avs blow them out. I believe it. Lightning come all the way back and win 10-3. I believe it. We'll have to see. That's an interesting play by Braden Point, who, hasn't looked the greatest yet, but that is more than understandable. Not only is he battling injuries still, but he hasn't played in quite some time. Oh, Nichushkin forces it. Oh, almost a costly turnover for Tampa. They enter the zone. Colton throws it wide of the net. Braden Point picks it up. Back to Colton. Oh, stapled by Eric Johnson, but he keeps the puck. Lightning working it around, and here's a little bit of sustained pressure from the Lightning. They put it on. Doesn't make it through. Ruda! Lightning still have it. This is a real good shift here for the Lightning. Just a minute into the second. Almost lose the zone. Palat looking to draw a call. Getting Cale Makar off would be pretty ideal for the Lightning. Trying to get back into this. Ruda puts it on again, blocked. And the Avs will finally get it out. Here come the Lightning again. Oh my goodness, how did this happen? Stamkos rips it. Rebound. Palat puts it wide. Oh my gosh. Golden opportunity for the Lightning, and Burakovsky chases the Lightning back into their own zone. Oh, that's a great play by Burakovsky. Leads to a shot on goal and a stop. Look at the Avs answering back. Byram puts it on. Glove by Vasilevsky. That was arguably Tampa's best shift of the game outside of their power play, and it still ends up with a Avs shot on goal. That went off the bar. Stamkos rips it, stopped pretty calmly by Kemper. And I don't think anyone would have blamed him if he allowed that Palat goal. But Palat misses the net. Now I'm just staring at this goal until we get a whistle. Manson on! Glove by Vasilevsky again. We'll get another face-off. Why not? Why not? How are we only 2 minutes into the second?
Another example of a clean win off that battle for the puck and then going to the net.
This series is going to rule.
After he lost the face-off, he boxed
the sweeps are not necessarily boring. I think we saw that in the third round with the Avs and the Oilers. That was a sweep, but it was anything but boring. But I think the hockey world might like it if this series goes 7. Darren Helm loses his footing. Avs not giving up on the play. Can the Lightning clear it? No, not yet. The Lightning finally pull it off. They love the muck, these Lightning. They love it. Logan O'Connor somehow gains the zone. Oh my goodness. Works it around. Valuable shift there, Logan O'Connor. He'll stay out. He went 1-on-5 with the Lightning and came up with it. That's a dogged play from Newhook. Keeps it alive for the Avs. Great depth shift for the Avs here. Von Taves shot is blocked. Newhook comes up with it. The Lightning will finally get out. Oh, and they get the line change. But the Avs ice the puck. It's going to be interesting. Are the refs going to drag guys off the bench for this icing? We got the ISO on Darren Helm. Hitting Zach Bogosian there. Ooh, Jack Johnson stepping up on Brandon Hagel, who we already know is not playing at 100%.
To stymie them offensively at times, and here early on, a good comeback shift. Got trapped for a minute 41.
Ooh, shot block there.
Edmund back in his own zone to collect it.
Always looked painful.
Perry playing in the Stanley Cup final with his 4th different team.
Avs. Ooh, they can't break it out. The Lightning hold on to it. Good depth shift for the Avs. Good depth shift for the Lightning coming up. Oh, might end up in a goal. No, it does end up with an after the whistle scrum. We knew these were coming. And Maroon doesn't do these for practice, by the way. If Maroon grabs you in a scrum, he's throwing them. They call him Big Rig for a reason. Well, for 2 reasons. One, every guy who's big gets the same nickname. And number 2, he's big. He's very big. Oh, Corey Perry, nice chop. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's trying to initiate there. He does the chop. He looks up right away. He initiates with Taves. Taves wasn't buying it. And the Avs will get a power play? Or is it 4-on-4? Okay, it's 4-on-4. Sorry. Okay. So that dude with the blue Hulk hand, the Hulk hand gives him hands that are almost as big as Maroon's. So Maroon off for the Lightning after that scrum. Who's going off for the Avalanche? Belmar. Thank you, producer Stu.
2 goals right now, but when you're down, you do, and now you create some open ice. This should be fun.
Wait, no, it couldn't be Belmar. They're
on each side. You can see out there now.
Are they not line mates? Yeah. So I was like, yeah, totally, because Belmar played on the Avs. Listen, doesn't matter. 4-on-4 right now.
think Hedman, no, but it's McDonough.
We don't have a special truck and guys with stats and everything working for us. We're all doing our best. We're watching the feed like you. And I wouldn't trade our crew for anybody.
Colorado Avalanche history to register a point in the Stanley Cup final. Just turned
4-on-4, lots of space, lots of open ice. Generally speaking, I say 4-on-4 benefits the team that's down.
Chernak up ahead. Stamkos heading to the bench. Cirelli was there with him, and he gets rocked.
We'll see.
Big hit there. Back the other way comes.
Avs looking like the more confident 4-on-4 team so far.
In game one, as the
About a minute in.
2001 for the Colorado
They've basically killed a minute,
the first goal of the Stanley Cup final.
which I think will suit the Avs just fine. But here comes Braden Point. Oh,
Victor Hedman unable to hold the zone.
Lightning lose the zone there.
It'll come back to the Lightning
I thought
line.
Kucherov should have drove the net there, giving Point another option. Victor Hedman rocked by Josh Manson. Couple big bodies colliding. Kucherov in there now. He's a vicious player. Ripped. Oh, the Lightning. Yeah, see, the Lightning are trying to initiate the after the whistle stuff now.
Edmonds arguing. He saw it last round. He got a hit to the head.
It's a factor.
He had to go to the quiet room for a while.
It's a factor, man. You got to watch. If you're the Colorado Avalanche, you can't get sucked into it. Oh, Manson rocking Cirelli. Wonder if they're going to show the yes they are. Raw! Rocking Victor Hedman. Hedman holding his nose. Is he saying he got the helmet in the face? Oof. No fun. Very no fun.
29 seconds remaining in the
Manson, 35 hits in these playoffs, 2 so far tonight.
Johnson and a face-off win by the Lightning. Hedman for Killorn, and he'll
Lightning retreat with the puck, but they got 20 seconds to work here. I'm talking about it like it's a Lightning power play. It's obviously not.
Sergachev handed it off to Hedman, and
But
Paul's in. The
again, I feel 4-on-4 benefits the team that needs the goal more.
Star comes off the boards.
Ooh, Nick Paul.
Maintains possession.
Hands.
Ball up high.
It's 5-on-5 now, and 2 guys come out of the box. Ooh, almost dangerous for the Lightning there. Big Rig chasing down Bowen Byram. Makar breaks it. Oh, wow! Who got smushed there at center ice? The camera barely caught the blur. Holy. Here come the Lightning. There's Belmar, who's on the Lightning. Love you, producer Stu. We got a delayed penalty. Lightning are going to get a power play after all that. And they got 6 guys out there. Corey Perry, rip. Maroon stopped by Darcy Kemper as the Avs touch up.
At 6:28 of the second.
Oh, we're going to break. When we come back,
Penalty for Jared Bednar as they were making the
it'll be a Lightning power play. Oh, man, come on. I want to see a replay of that. We're going to break. We're going. Watch the Stanley Cup Final with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. We'll be right back. Watch Stanley Cup final with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. I told you I was going to eat it. Gold. They're not even a sponsor. That's for free. That's for being delicious. Thank you. McVitie's Gold. McVitie's. The Lightning have a power play right now. And I can't wait for the replay.
So just a little miscommunication.
Are we going to get one?
The Tampa Bay Lightning an
I would like it.
opportunity to get a spark here.
John Dutton in attendance behind Jared Bednar. Star-studded affair. I want to see who got rocked in the neutral zone there. Doesn't matter now, I suppose. Lightning back on the power play. They only had 2 shots on their first one. Sure didn't feel like it. They were whipping the puck around. The fact that the Avs were able to clear it so early in the penalty kill is already an improvement on last time. Pass gets a little ahead. Avs opt for the quick line change. Why not? Good call. Edmund pressured. Lightning break it out anyway. Palat crosses the line and they turn it over immediately. Much better penalty kill from the Colorado Avalanche this time around. The West final, they had 11 penalty kills. 9 of them worked. Braden Point, so good at the carry-in. Big addition to the Tampa power play. Oh! Lehkonen blocks the clear and then decides he's going to do it himself. 50 seconds to go here in this Tampa power play, and they have generated nothing. Nothing at all. Could change. That was a stiff hit at the blue line. Lightning keep it in, though. This is something they can build on. Working it around now. 25 seconds to go. Killorn with it. Wham! Oh, Sergachev whiffs on it, and the Avs will clear it. They got 15 seconds to go here. Ooh, Eric Johnson not looking too comfortable. I don't know if the Lightning will have enough time to score a power play goal, but they can certainly set up. And it looks like they will. Wham! Goes around. And oh! Almost a break out of the box. 0 shots on goal. The Lightning offside. Corey Perry had a good chance there, man.
Idea of a party. Even fun tornado here. Partycasino.fun. Bring on the party.
Well, you can chalk that one up to missed opportunity.
Again, you can look at the Lightning.
Often teams will dig in when it's a big
down 3-1.
One that maybe saves a goal, but a 2-minute
looking
man,
frustrated.
You
can go,
ha! And that power play was anything but confident there for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Avs got them right where they want.
Lightning have been outscored in the second period. The long change period.
And listen, who knows? The Avs might sweep them. They might. But if you think the Lightning being down in Game 1, even losing Game 1, means they're out of the series, tell me you haven't watched them without telling me you haven't watched them. Lightning put it on. Kemper with the stop, but it'll be an O-zone draw for the Lightning, which based on the last few minutes is a huge improvement for them. I guess what I'm saying is I don't doubt the Lightning's ability to get back into this game.
You never know how it's going to affect you. The pressure of playing
But they got to do it.
Final game 1 at
Heck, it's the Avs who are looking better and better. That penalty kill was spectacular.
I was going to ask you, Jared Bednar would not engage us in what is thought.
By the way, producer Drew texted me when the Avs made it 3-1, and he said, "What a goal by Lehkonen." I said, "Shut up," because that's what he deserves.
Yeah, you know, I mean, both guys have won 6 during this playoff, so it's kind of equal in that realm, but to come in and go 6-0.
I don't know what you're looking for there. Rantanen tries to chip it in and just sort of stop skating. You're not going to get the call that way.
skating it, then back the other way, McKinnon.
Well, McKinnon using his speed to try to beat McDonough. Doesn't quite work, but they still have possession. Ooh! Here comes Eric Johnson. Oh, what a setup for McKinnon. Doesn't work. Ross Colton with the desperation. Breakout for Stamkos. Oh, almost passes it to himself. If he scored that, that would have been the hat-pickiest of hat picks. Another turnover. Nichushkin. Oh.
And onto the screen.
And to think, this guy, early in his career, I think 10th overall pick. Here's another look at that chance. Oh, Ross Colton just getting his stick on Nathan McKinnon. Valeri Nichushkin, like very early in his career, very high draft pick. Doesn't do so great. Goes to the KHL for, I think, more than one season. It looked like he was just a bust. Like, it looked like it was over. And here he is, making a big impact in the 2022 Stanley Cup Final. Yeah, 10th overall pick in 2013 by the Dallas Stars. 6th goal of the playoffs. Sorelli, ooh! Tries to spin and fire, doesn't work. The Lightning still have it, though. And Avs doing such a good job of preventing the Lightning from doing basically anything. Oh, Vasilevsky, big rebound! But he makes the stop. Avs looking good, man. Looking real good.
He's trying to absorb it into his chest, control the rebound. Instead, it's dangerously there. He's able to recover, hold on.
Vasilevsky holding Tampa in this game at this point. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. And I have to tell you something that I have written down. This is big. Someone, shout out producer Stu with the graphic. This is big. Someone could win $1 million. Enter game code CHIRPING for a chance to win instant cash prizes and Sportsnet Now subscriptions. Go to sportsnet.ca/this is big. Imagine me screaming it. Sportsnet.ca/this is big. Or open the Sportsnet app to play. Once again, sportsnet.ca/. Thank you. This is big. Just shout it. Shout it from the rooftop. Win stuff. Game code. Tweet. Chirping. What are my mentions full of? Anytime Arturi Lehkonen does anything. Chirping. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Rye Guy, who do you think has the strongest defense? I assume you mean out of Colorado or Tampa. Now, defense is a team concept. As a team, I think Tampa has Colorado beat. And that's nothing against Colorado. It's just I've watched Tampa suffocate so many teams over the last 3 playoff runs. But if we're just looking at their back end, there's Cogliano and Kadri. Probably happy that their team is winning, but it's got to be killing them that they're not playing. If we're just looking at the back end, Makar and Taves is ridiculous. I think Sam Girard probably changes the conversation a bit. But just, to me, the fact that the Lightning's left side, just the left side, is Hedman, McDonough, Sergachev. It's a left side so good that it doesn't matter who's on the right. It doesn't. And Chernak's, it's a good player. Bruda, kind of underrated. I probably give it to Tampa, but again, not by much.
Pass too far.
8:40 to go here in the second period. We're over halfway through regulation as the Avs still hold a 3-1 lead. Eric Johnson rushes it in, blasts it on Vasilevsky. Vasilevsky looks to play it, but not in time. So the Avs will get an ozone draw here.
The altitude, obviously, mile high here, and always felt coming in here as a player, it's just so hard to get your legs going. Your lungs were burning a little bit more.
I mean, as long as we're talking about underrated players, maybe Eric Johnson, huh?
John Cooper said, you know, they came in a couple days early and had a good hard.
Kind of feels like one of those players where I feel like the salary cap is screwed up the way we talk about players. Well, I don't know if he's worth it. That wasn't the question. Do you like him? Is he good? Does he make your team better? Well, yeah, but I don't know if he's worth this much. I think he might be worth this much. And please, stop it with the math. Every conversation. Boo. Do you like him or don't you like him? Corey Perry battling with Jack Johnson there. Belmar comes up with it. Coming out of the corner. Chased all the way to the blue line. Doesn't end up in a shot on net. Lightning keeping the pressure on, though. Big rig. Flubs it behind the net. But he could. Ooh. Almost an opportunity to hit Josh Manson, but Manson escapes. Perry wanted a piece there. Doesn't get it as Newhook dumps it in. The longer the Avs hold on to a multi-goal lead, the more likely it is Corey Perry's going to flatten someone. Why not? I'm not losing a third straight final. No. Ooh. Lightning. Get it out. Just no room at all. Cale Makar taking the puck for a little walk. Passes to Nichushkin. Shoots. Blocked. Lightning break it out 2-on-2. Drop for Kucherov. Kucherov. Unreal play. Holy smokes. What a move. Oh my goodness. Like that. In a flash. Kucherov to Palat, and the Lightning are within one. Goodness gracious. Let's see that again. Nichushkin. His shot is blocked by McDonough. Palat drops it for Kucherov. Ew! Oh my goodness. That's Devon Taves he did that to. And Palat sneaks by Cale Makar. That's why you don't count out the Tampa Bay Lightning. That was despicable. Ew.
Allowed Kucherov the ability to get around the leg, but McDonough made the play at one end. Kucherov puts it across for Palat to make it a one-goal game. So
it's that quick.
Won the 100th career Stanley Cup playoff.
If you outplay the Lightning for 90% of the game, the Lightning can beat you with the 10% you give them. Like, they're ridiculously efficient. Oh, cow. And here comes Brandon Hagel now. Fires. Well wide. The Lightning again. Goal going to their legs a little bit. That was monstrous. That was so gross. From Kucherov and Palat. Holy crap. 2/3 of the triplets line that took the Lightning. Oh! They get another one! They tied up just like that! Just like that! You see Kucherov throw the towel from the bench? The Tampa Bay Lightning, in a matter of moments, go from 3-1 down to tied 3-3. Mikhail Sergachev from the point. We'll see if it deflected off anything. Hagel works it back to Sergachev. Oh, man. That might have just been a seeing eye shot. Grabs it, fires it. Big Selly. Watch the towel. Watch the towel. No, keep the camera on the bench. Wow, wow, wow. Big mood swing there for the fans in Colorado as the Tampa Bay Lightning, outpossessed outshot, outchanced, all game long so far. Boom, boom. Just like that, they tie it. Here come the Avs now. They fire it on. Stop by Vasilevsky. Oh, hockey rules. Hockey rules. This series rules on paper. And so far, it's been just that good.
I got a lot more confidence about
Producer Drew might disagree.
for the Tampa Bay Lightning than you have to
I can't imagine why.
It's just simply an experience
I don't understand.
factor. It's a part of the confidence collectively of your group, and this is an important time
Oh, never good when the camera goes to Pavel Francouz, or rather the backup, I should say. Wham! Jack Johnson blocked. The Lightning will break it out. It was only Sergachev's second of the playoffs.
Rolled back inside the Lightning line. Chernak on the right side.
Not a bad time. Never a bad time to score in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Ooh, Ryan McDonough down. Was that just from blocking the Dumbo?
There's Sergachev, who has tied it after that goal by Palat.
Andre Palat and Nikita Kucherov. Yeah, there's the towel. There's. Wow. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Get in the chat. How you feeling, chat? You got questions, chat? What do you got? What are you thinking about what's happening in the game? Let us know. Let me know. And I'll get to some of that, man. I'll get to some of that. Whew. They need so little. They need so little. And it's amazing how often, because like I can't hear the commentary, but I see the camera go to Darcy Kemper and shows Pavel Francouz, and Avs are out shooting the Lightning. But Kemper hasn't made as many saves as Vasilevsky. I know the narrative. Oh, he's not doing a good enough job. It is truly amazing how often the goaltenders who take on the Tampa Bay Lightning do not do a good enough job. Isn't that amazing? How it always works out that way? What a lucky team. It's not luck. They're just ridiculous. Palat and Kucherov torch Taves and Makar. They set them on fire. And then the following shift, hard work in the corner, get it back to the point shot, screen in front from Alex Killorn, which is his bread and butter. He doesn't even need to touch the puck to be effective. And just like that, 2-goal deficit erased. That's the Tampa Bay Lightning in a nutshell. No one should be surprised. Lucas, are the Avs in their own head? It's possible, but I'm sorry, man. This is what the Lightning do. This is what the Lightning do. You don't have to disparage the Lightning's opponents. They're really good. They're really good. There are no accidents in a three-peat. There are no accidents in making it to 3 consecutive Stanley Cup Finals. Oh, goodness. Looks like we're repairing some glass. I would too. If I were the Avalanche. Might want to stop that Tampa momentum. Who knows? They might not have had to replace anything. It's just, I don't know, make something up. Good thing we got some questions from the chat. Keep them coming. Braden, who do you think wins the Vezina? I mean, it seems pretty obvious. Igor Shesterkin. There were other guys who there was a decent argument for. Shesterkin. He won a lot. He saved a lot. He won a lot in games that the Rangers didn't necessarily deserve to win. And he made a lot of saves that the Rangers didn't necessarily deserve him to make. That's not me disparaging them. I'm just saying he was that good. And that was before. I thought that before they made it 3 rounds deep. Come the Avs using their speed. Oh my goodness! Almost a solid cut to the middle. Lightning cut it off.
NHL this year, so he does
Lightning's fourth line gets it deep.
to them at key moments.
Big rig in the corner.
Back out against that fourth line to the attack.
But Nathan McKinnon breaks it out.
Crisscrossing here, Nichushkin can't get it through.
Nichushkin, not afraid to shoot it tonight. Makar
Now McKinnon bounced it in
kind of
behind
shanks it.
Landeskog, Nichushkin.
Landeskog, Nichushkin, Makar on. Oh! Rebound, and there was a lot of net to shoot at, but the Avs can't come up with it. Cheeky little play. Makar in seek and destroy mode right now. Holy cow. The guy can motor. Taves gets it deep. It's got to do something to the way you play when not only are you on the ice for a goal, but you get burned. Makar, ooh, can't get it through, but he stays with it. Lightning will get it out, though, and we'll get a face-off here.
We all have our idea of a party. Even Fun Tornado here.
What a game. What a game, man.
Good job of Jared Bednar at the end of the fourth.
Who's excited to watch Tampa's second 5 overtime game in this little three-peat here? Oh, man, that's actually a really good save from Vasilevsky on McKinnon. That lady thought so. Did you see her? Oh, ah! That's the best part of the slow-mo cam, is the fans behind the net. Easily the best part.
Under 4 left here in the second. Manson and Byram get it deep into the Lightning zone. Logan O'Connor on the forecheck. It comes back to Manson. Plays it behind the net where O'Connor watched by Hedman, but
Logan O'Connor.
Takes over the defensive play.
Woo!
Come loose to Helm.
In front for Darren Helm. Oh, boy!
Flip it out.
That's not interference? Who was that who got rocked behind the play? Was that Lehkonen? I think it was. Avs responding, though. Lehkonen got rocked, and the puck was not anywhere near him. Josh Manson puts it on. Deflected wide. Anthony Cirelli skates in with speed, shoots on Kemper. Big rebound. 3 minutes to go here in the second period. In a game that was once 2-0, it was once 3-1, but it's now 3-3. Almost a Lightning lead there. Burakovsky breaks it out. Pass to JT Compher. Excellent. Oh! He tries to go forehand, backhand, poked by Vasilevsky. Avs still have it, though. Hey! Makar! No goal. Taves with it now. Wham! One-timer doesn't go. Oh! Avs try to get it in front. Doesn't work. It's at the point now. Makar. On. He loves that straight back to wrist shot. Sees the whole ice like a meerkat. Look at him walk the line, and oh!
Great job of Colton, just not overreacting.
The Lightning chase him out, and they create a turnover too, but it'll be offside. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the second period. That's a good shift there from the Avalanche. Burakovsky just feathers it to JT Compher. What a poke check from Vasilevsky. Oh.
Turned the stick over, was able to get it before Compher could get it out of harm's way and around the goaltender.
That's going to torture Compher at intermission if it's still tied. 3 shots tonight for Compher. He's got to be huge. Huge for the Avs in the absence of Nazem Kadri. And Cogliano, like, he's a really fast player. I meant Compher, but Cogliano is too.
To the boards where Corey Perry feeds it ahead, and Jan Ruda red line.
Feels like injuries harm fast teams more than others. And I mean, in terms of keeping guys out of the lineup. Obviously, you're not going to be as fast if you're hurt. But odds are, the dude getting called up to replace you is not as fast as you if you're one of the faster players in the NHL.
Landeskog back to get it. Makar ahead with 80 seconds left.
Ooh.
Pass missed
Avs big line working. Oh! Avs hold the zone. McKinnon with his, I think, third one-timer of the game doesn't go. Minute to go here in the second period. This is ridiculous.
Final minute, second period. Avalanche have given up a pair here, looking for.
We got a whistle here. Oh, Chernak.
Chernak in some difficulty at the bench, but the game
Reeling on the Tampa bench. Let's see what happened. Oh! Goes into the boards hard with Landeskog. Landeskog looked like he got the worst of it. And did Chernak block the shot there? All these guys are battling some gruesome stuff. You don't even learn about all of it at the end of season press conference. Can you imagine the bumps, the bruises, the ailments, the things that they've put off that the Lightning have? They've been to 3 straight Cup finals. Oh! And a reminder that their first of the 3 Stanley Cup finals was more recently than it should have been because it was in the bubble. That was an August-September playoff. Ridiculous. Oh! Nichushkin almost getting an opportunity, but he at very least creates an ozone draw for the Avs in the final seconds here of the second period. Avs will try to get their lead back. I hate when defensemen do this. I know that's Victor Hedman. He's got a Norris. I think he has a Conn Smythe. But if the puck is sailing well above you, let it go. If you're going to bat it down, you better have a lot of ice in front of you. Don't bat it down and gift wrap it for the other team. I know I don't need to explain how to play defense to Victor Hedman, but I'm amazed how often I see NHL defensemen try that. Tampa wins the faceoff, but they don't clear the zone. Here come the Avs. Oh. Tampa. Killorn looks up at the clock and sees he has a little bit of time here. Ooh, floats it on for Kemper, who just bats it wide. And the second period is over. Killorn making friends behind the Avs bench. Behind the Avs net, sorry. What a period of hockey. The Colorado Avalanche were up 3-1 on the Tampa Bay Lightning. And not just that, it looked like they were getting better. It looked like they were getting more dominant. Like they were carrying more of the game, controlling more of the game. And then just like that, a highlight reel goal. Palat to Kucherov to Palat. A seeing eye shot from Sergachev through a screen. And just like that, it's tied. Few saves from Vasilevsky helps as well. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs. Watch the Stanley Cup final with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Now, got some intermission entertainment for you, so don't go anywhere. We got Cale Makar, quite a good player. Maybe ignore that, Palat goal, but he's a very good player. You might have heard of him. We got an interview with him and Sportsnet's Colby Armstrong, and then we also have Shane Wright. Any Habs fans in here? Shane Wright. First overall pick, potentially, in this upcoming draft in Montreal. We have him, Shane Wright, talking with Sam Constantino. Enjoy the intermission, folks. We'll be back with the third period.
All right, we got the stud.
Are you kidding me? What a play by Cale Makar.
Oh my goodness gracious, Cale Makar! What a play by number 8.
I just want to go back to Calgary. Like growing up in Calgary, were you a Flame fan?
Oh yeah, big Flame fan.
Yeah. What's your like earliest memory? Were you going to games as a kid?
Yeah, I was going to games. I don't know if I have a specific memory from games, but my earliest memory of the Flames is probably the 04 Cup run.
The Red Mile.
Yeah, the Red Mile, just being in the city for that. Obviously, I was probably only 5 or 6, but Yeah, that's kind of my first big memory.
So you weren't on the Red Mile?
I wouldn't have been.
The puck out at center. There's Conroy out of the box. Away he goes. Jerome McGinley scores! And Jerome McGinley has the icebreaker in Game 7.
It was like electric, that run, like Iggy, the boys. Is Jerome McGinley he's kind of the Mr. Flame of your era, right?
Yeah, definitely a childhood idol.
Yeah.
That was a team that like people didn't think could go that far, so that was a pretty crazy run for the town, that's for sure.
Yeah. So Cale, your name, Cale, where does that come from?
So my parents, they came down to kind of two names for me. One was Kurt, named after Kurt Russell, the actor.
Yeah.
And then Cale, after Cale Hulse. My dad used to do a lot of advertising and marketing behind the scenes for the Flames. Met Cale Hulse, found he was a really nice guy, treated people the right way, so they really liked the name Cale, and so they changed it from Kurt to Cale.
Kidding. Here he goes. Dropped it off. Shot. Scores! Makar's first NHL goal in the playoffs. Cale Makar, welcome to the NHL.
You're a humble guy. Like, you're not going to brag, but I'll brag for you. Like, you came in and you were dominating. As you're going into that, did you feel like, I'm like a factor? Like, holy smokes.
I don't know so much about a factor. For me personally, I think the transition from junior to college was a little bit more difficult. I think the 2 years at college allowed me to just get my game to the level where I felt that it was pro ready, and it was nice to be able to step in the lineup and know that I can be a factor, like you said, each night for the team. So
you've got a Hobie Baker, you've got a Calder, and now with the year you're having, what would it mean to you possibly for a Norris? I think it's like you and, for me anyways, it's you and Yossi that are kind of banging it out for this, the best D-man in the league.
Yeah, obviously I'd be very honored, and like you touched on, Yossi, he's such an incredible player, and the way he's able to be the main factor for his team every single night is so impressive for me. And he's a guy that I grew up watching even before I came into the league. So if it comes down to us two, it's obviously a very, very cool name to be in the mention with.
Makar holds in the corner, and now along the half boards. Oh, beautiful wheel around move. Makar shoots and scores! Colorado wins it in overtime. What a pirouette goal scored by the young defenseman, Cale Makar.
Last thing, I gotta ask you about your skating. Like, did you go to another dimension to learn how to skate, or like another world somewhere? Because, in a game right now, and they talk about the modern player and the modern D-man especially, there'd probably be a picture of you in a book if they had that, just because of your ability to play offense, defense, your skating. Where do you credit that to?
A lot of the credit just goes to my coaches, like growing up at a young age. An offensive defenseman wasn't the prototypical player back then, so allowing me to kind of stretch the boundaries and be able to use my skates to do like a 10-2 move.
Yeah,
or
you're
something
good at
like
that, eh? So the loose hips.
Yeah, try.
Yeah.
No, it's. I think it just goes back to the coaching that I've had growing up, just allowing me to be the player that I wanted to be, and then obviously just trying new things in practice, whether it's different ways to move or laterally. But yeah.
I mean, thinking man's D-man, skills, skating. Cale, all the best. Everyone loves watching you. Kids are going crazy for you. So keep up the great work. You're awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.
Are you reading the stuff like idiots like me, right? And looking at the rankings? You have no choice, I would assume, but to look at it or to be engaged in it in some manner.
I look at it, I don't really put too much thought into it or don't put too much weight on it because obviously, no offense to you guys making them, but in the long term, they really don't mean as much.
You could say it.
Try not to offend you too much.
No, you could say it to me, it's okay.
I really don't care about them.
Shane Wright, a 16-year-old who was granted exceptional status by the CHL when he was 15, just the 6th player in CHL history to be done so.
He's not exceptional at one thing, he's unbelievable at everything.
He's captain on and off the ice, no matter where you are.
Hey, we gotta go. We gotta go, Mer.
One thing about Shane is the wow factor. He just does so many things so well.
Shane Wright will take over. Left circle, right. Tries to sneak one in. Scores!
He just does everything so well each and every game.
He's a big body. He's extremely mature.
For him to be as mature as he is, it's really, a total package from a player standpoint. Take it back to your rookie year, 39 goals. Things are going pretty much the way they should for someone of your talents. What were you thinking after that year?
I was just thinking, I'm living the dream here.
Played to right, shoots, scores. Shane Wright's first career hat trick in the OHL.
After that year, I was pretty happy and pretty proud of myself with my performance and how I played, and how much I grew as a person and player as well. Not just on the ice, but off ice as well. Living away from home and having to do things on my own. Really proud of myself for all that, and proud of where I've come since then as well.
Everything I know about you, you're as dialed in as it comes. What other kind of things is Shane Wright doing away from the game?
I actually just bought my first acoustic guitar.
Oh,
so
no
I'm
way.
just learning to play the guitar. My billet dad actually knows a little bit about guitars as well, so he's been helping me practice and teach me a little bit about it as well.
That's all I know.
When Shane decided to get a guitar, I thought that was cool for him, and just something else to to distract him.
My grandpa plays guitar as well, so he was pretty excited, and then my uncle does as well, and my cousin does.
Not only does he entertain you on the ice, he can now entertain you off the ice.
Not too well right now.
Entertain us.
I'm working on it.
We're working on it. Soon, we'll get there.
There we go. I'm going to give you 3 names, and I want you to speak on Simon.
My dad, he's I don't know, he's just my biggest supporter. He was always there for me. He's always teaching me how to skate, teaching me how to shoot pucks, and he just means the world to me.
Tanya.
Yeah, my mom, she's amazing. She's probably a bigger cheerleader than my dad is. She's always there for me no matter what. She's always trying to encourage me and just make me laugh or make me smile.
Maddie.
We were pretty competitive growing up. She's an athlete as well, and we'd always play sports growing up, and we'd always kind of compete and all that, but she's always there for me. She's always going to be a part of my life, and she's super special to me.
What's one thing people don't know about Shane Wright?
I think something that people don't know maybe is I can be pretty fun at times. I think.
Well, it's funny you say that because you have that reputation of being dialed in, so you can be a fun guy.
Yeah. I mean, from people looking on the outside, you probably assume that I'm a pretty focused, pretty serious guy. But I think the guys on my team can say that I can be a pretty fun guy. They can laugh a lot with them and have a lot of fun and joke around.
Now you got pressure on you. Oh, that was good.
On the ice, you see that serious side of him, just because he just wants to win all the time. But behind the scenes, when the cameras are off, mics are off, he's a fun guy. He always has that smile on his face. He's always making jokes. Unbelievable kid.
Luca Caputi has been promoted to head coach. Caputi becomes the 21st different head coach in team history, and he'll be at the helm for the 21-22 season.
During the pandemic, you get a new head coach. Now you have Luca Caputi, who's a little bit maybe more freewheeling and a guy who was known for his offensive game and his creativity. Moving forward with Luca, what has he imparted upon you?
He's such a passionate guy. You can just tell every single day. He loves being here. He loves being around the guys, and he just wants to win. He just wants what's best for us as well, and he's always, expecting the best out of us, and that's how it should be. He should always, be pushing us to be as best as we can be.
The day before training camp, he told me he was going to be the captain. Challenged him to come in and set the bar and set the tone. Don't want you to take a rep or a shift off, because everyone knows who you are. If you don't believe it, I'm telling you right now, those kids in that locker room are in awe of him, because everyone knows who Shane Wright is.
His poise playing in this league has been outstanding.
This is a situation where he's just ahead of his time as far as growth, physically and mentally.
You're so mature, and obviously youngest captain in CHL history here in Kingston. Where does that stuff come from?
I think it's just something that I've developed throughout the years. I think it's just, that's the type of person I am. I've always been a mature guy, and I think that leads to leadership. As a leader, you have to be going every single night. You have to make sure that you're doing everything right, because those guys are watching you. They're feeding off what you do, so if you're not going, then they're not going to be going as well.
Shane is a great leader, great captain. He's one of the most mature guys in the room, so having a guy like that as a leader, where you can rely on him, he can be loose at times, but he can be stiff when you need him to be stiff, is definitely something that you want in a captain, and it's great that we have that around the room.
We've had a couple games where we've went in after the first and we've been down a goal, and he's like, listen up boys, we know we're the better team here, we got to focus and dial in and play our way, and after that we ended up winning some of those games, so I think it's because of his leadership.
I'll give you a story on Shane, and this is one of my first introductory stories with him. We're in preseason this year for a game in Peterborough, And after we come back on the bus and everybody gets off the bus, he's back on the bus by himself with the bus driver, cleaning the bus. I just found that to be a unique story of all the guys. Shane Wright is out there by himself, checking on the bus to make sure things are clean. So it's a story I tell often now to young players, and I think maybe they're taken back or surprised, but that's the type of person he is.
Puck comes back to Wright. Shot scores! And it's a 5-point night and a hat trick for the captain.
Best part of your game right now?
I think my hockey IQ.
Yeah.
I think it's just something that's always kind of been, my best asset. Something that's always, brought me most success. Just thinking the game at a high level and at a really fast pace.
The one thing that separates him from a lot of the players, and I think why he has success, is just his ability to see the ice, find players, especially in situations where the game is tight and he's got checks on him and he's able to make something out of nothing.
Have you been able to lean on the experience of any NHL players through your agency or just through who you are that you've had opportunities to speak with or get mentored by?
Yeah, a guy that I've really been lucky enough to talk to through my agency is Ryan Kessler. We got in touch a couple years back in my first year in Kingston, and he's a guy that's really been a really good mentor for me. Obviously, he's played in the NHL for a number of years. He's played in the Olympics. He's played in high-end playoff games and all that. And his experience and his knowledge, I've learned so much from him.
I always wonder about you elite guys. You get into your draft year. Every great player is also a great team player. How are you balancing?
If I'm playing well, if I'm leading the team here, it just brings a lot of success for the team, and then obviously it helps me have success personally.
All eyes are on him, the projected #1 draft pick in 2022, the captain of the Kingston Frontenacs, the #1 name on the marquee around the OHL this season.
How much do you think about the draft day?
I definitely think about it, that's for sure. It's definitely something that I'm aware of. It's something I'm looking forward to. Right now, I really need to focus on the present. I can't be caught up too much in the future and what's going to happen in the future because I have to worry about what's happening now and what's happening with Kingston and just making sure that I'm doing everything right, and the rest is going to take care of itself.
One thing I'll say about Shane is that he is a 90% and above student, so he takes his life seriously. So he's mentally mature and physically mature enough to, take on the rigors of what professional hockey brings. He'll be fine with that transition.
You're a nice guy, but you're a competitive guy. How driven are you to be #1 on that day?
I believe that's where I should go. I believe that I'm the best player. I believe that, throughout my play, throughout my entire life, it has shown that I'm the best player, and I'm a competitive guy, and I want to be that spot, and I don't want anyone to take that from me, and I believe that I'm deserving of being that #1 spot, and I believe that I'm going to be the first pick.
Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle with terrible hair. There. Yeah, good. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Well, now remember all that stuff that I was saying about how the Avalanche look really great and they're up big, but to never count out the Tampa Bay Lightning? That's why. Avs up 2-0. That's cool. Avs up 3-1. And that's also cool. And later in the game. Tampa doesn't care. Tampa tied it so quick that I was checking Twitter during intermission, and the clip that they uploaded for the 2 Tampa goals was only one clip. They didn't even bother separating the goals. Because in real life, in actual game time, I don't know what it was like 25, 30 seconds. But in real life, it was like 3 minutes with all the replays and everything. Absolutely ridiculous. Chat. Keep it going. And click like and click subscribe and tell all your friends. Click and like. It helps us and everything. But also, you probably got a friend watching on some awful stream. It's going to give your grandma a virus. It's going to steal your credit card and your dog. It's true. Don't let your friend watch on that crappy link. Send them this. It's way better. All right. Questions and comments in the chat. Let's see. What do we got? Swish LA Tom back at it. Where's the better vacation spot to you, Tampa or Colorado? My favorite part about this question is I have been to neither place. I have been to Florida, just not Tampa. Never been to Denver. I'm going to say Denver because you think the obvious answer is Tampa. But there are certain things that are legal in Denver that are very fun. Going for walks, that's legal in Denver. What did you mean? I know what I meant. Lightning! Oh my goodness! How did Ross Colton miss that? That should be a Tampa lead right there. I don't know how they didn't score. Ridiculous. Okay.
And for Nichushkin, his 5th shot of the night. Well, you saw Colton looking skyward. Just another play by McDonough.
Also, I want to meet the cast of South Park. Here's Ross Colton. Oh, he just airmails it. And he knows. Oh, buddy. 5 goals in these playoffs. 2 of them game winners. That should have been his 6th and 3rd. Yeah, he's mad. He's mad. Settle down. Settle down. I was about to say settle down, kid, but he's already got a Stanley Cup winning goal. I feel like you're not really allowed to call him kid after they win a cup. It's like rookie Matt Murray. Well, yes, but also no. Vasilevsky leaves his net to play the puck, and it might work out in Tampa's favor. No, we get the very rare goalie icing. Not every day you see the goalie ice the puck, said the dork who points out things that no one cares about.
Yes, you can.
That's one of those things, like, I don't know. I can't help but focus on when a goalie ices the puck. And my favorite hockey stat, the bench assist. When a player passes the puck to someone, they go for a line change and they're on the bench, but they're credited with an assist from the bench. You'd be surprised how often it happens. Colorado with an opportunity in the slot.
Good stick by Vasilevsky. Rudy mentioned that signature stick, and that's a couple of times he's used it effectively.
The bench assist, I'm telling you, man. There is a website that keeps track of them. I gotta find that out.
Over 18 minutes now. He is tops in time on ice.
Tampa off the glass and out. Ooh, McKinnon. A little bit of a pick there. We got a partial 3-on-2 here for the Avs. McKinnon! Oh, ho, ho. Tampa looking for a line change here. Avs look to take advantage. They at very least gained the zone out of it. Byram sails it into the corner. Lehkonen comes up with it.
Wraps it around. Byram in deep. Unable to come up with that. And now it's Kucherov. Now with 17 points in the Stanley Cup Finals.
I think I might have coughed into the mic. I thought I pressed the button. I'm sorry. Vasilevsky makes a stop. 2 minutes gone here in the 3rd period. Still a 3-3 tie. Nichushkin's been all around it tonight.
Here's the mobility, though. Makar gets to the outside. He's got...
Honestly, the goal he scored was on one of his least dangerous-looking attempts.
As well as anybody from a defensive standpoint, there's
He's been great, man. He's been great.
that made the defensive play. 50th career Stanley Cup
D-zone draw for the Lightning.
53 points.
Comfort kicked out. Rantanen versus Belmar.
Stanley Cup playoff defenseman, but it good start, huh? Pretty good start. I mean,
It bodes well for the Lightning.
beginning of a career for
Can the Avs get a winger win?
number 4 and Brian Leach.
Rantanen comes up with it.
To the first 50.
Great pass over to Byram. Byram puts it on. No deflection, though. It's amazing how often the Avs are coming up with it anyway, though. Fire it on. Gloved by Vasilevsky, and we'll do it again.
Got a little bump there in front of the net by Rantanen.
Will they choose to get a change in personnel over the boards?
Been able to keep the puck in the offensive zone. The front of the net is
The Avs' advantage in shots
trying
is
to get those shots from the
wild.
point. There's
29-17 it reads right now.
Vasilevsky stumbles a little bit back, but able to track that puck and hold on and get the change.
Lightning don't have a shot yet in this period.
Bednar had Byram out with Manson. Offensive
I don't know if
face-off.
this makes sense, but that save that Vasilevsky just made shouldn't count.
But the Lightning
Puck's going
left
wide.
hand. Brayden
He grabbed
Frank will flip it in.
If he did nothing, it wouldn't count as a shot.
Out to play it. And off the glove, the point. Byram to Makar. Turned away from a check to Colton.
Uh-oh.
Now Rantanen forces it out.
Avs do get it out.
Gets knocked down at center.
Decently penalty-killed affair. Or, penalty-filled affair so far in this one.
Avalanche making changes.
Gotta think that's going to change here in the third.
Along with O'Connor.
Might get one penalty apiece.
Sidesteps
Might.
a hit from Lehkonen, but Makar is there. He'll
I wouldn't
reverse
count on it.
Victor Hedman jumps up to attack Lehkonen, and now Bo Byram's going to
Avs get out of trouble here. Byram.
Byram through center.
I think he's having a pretty good game. Gets it in. Dogfight in there.
Missed opportunity at 2 forwards back in the defensive position.
Tampa gains the zone. Belmar.
Tried to pass off as opposed to trying to beat them.
This fourth line for Tampa has been all around it.
The stick of Helm, this will roll
Haven't
up to the
seen
net.
nearly as much of Colorado's.
Racing call against the Avalanche.
As the Avs ice it in Tampa,
Oh, this
I
too,
imagine is
celebrating
going to
honor
get
the voices of Indigenous people in
the
Canada
big boys out on
with
the ice
National Indigenous History
for the
Month
O-zone draw.
on
I guess we'll
CBC
see.
and CBC Jam.
Maybe they keep the fourth line out there.
Tampa was up, Chris, and immediately on
No.
that icing, Stamkos
It's the big
jumped
boy.
right on and wanted to
Stamkos,
pass it on the right
Palat,
side.
Kucherov.
Byram's been out for 2 minutes.
All three of those guys
As
were in the
Stamkos comes
2015 final
just buying a little time
with
there by
Tampa.
waiting.
This team has been real good for a real long time.
Stamkos wins the draw. Chernak for Kucherov, right to the net. Mentioned 17
Underratedly, when talking about the longevity of the Lightning, they were also in the 2011 conference final against the Bruins. That puck goes out of play. You might remember that as the game that the Bruins won. I want to say it was a 1-0 shutout. I think Nathan Horton got the goal. But that was the game where Steven Stamkos got a Johnny Boychuk bomb. Bubba bomb. Straight to the nose. And he comes back with a cage on his face. What do we got going on here? What are the refs talking about? The refs. Sorry, Kucherov and the ref.
Year ago in game 1, Kucherov, 2 goals and an assist against Montreal.
O-zone draw here for the Lightning.
Lightning scored 3 in the third to pull away in that game 5-1.
There's some pretty good players on the ice, man, for both teams. Lightning, hold the line, throw it on, and oh, we almost got a great view of a goal there. Avs break it out. Here comes the choo-choo train. Looking for a second of the night. Doesn't work. Got a little bit of fire wagon hockey going. Let's go. Plot gains the zone. Lightning want a trip. Kucherov especially, they're not going to get it. In comes Makar now. Looking to draw the call. Oh.
And it ricochets back into Colorado ice.
Both teams wanting a call. Both teams forgetting that they're in the third period of a Stanley Cup final game. Yeah, good luck with that. He tripped him. What does that matter? Shut up. Third period. Avalanche. They come out with it. Burakovsky. He's been. Oh, Comfer! How? Comfer had the puck for an eternity before Vasilevsky knew where it was. It's like Elmer Fudd. Be very, very quiet.
Now Ruda trying to force it out.
Oh.
And it does come out to center.
That's every bit as bad as Ross Colton's miss. Oh my goodness. 5 minutes gone here in the third. It's still 3-3.
Josh Manson to Lehkonen.
Shovels it in.
Sergachev along the inboards. Nick Paul lost the puck. Darren
Helm getting the puck off Nick Paul.
Back to Jack Johnson and Eric Johnson. It's Johnson and Johnson together on the point now. As it got past Lehkonen, flipped towards the net, knocked down.
Where is it? Rebound. There's been rebounds there on Vasilevsky tonight. Avs. Oh my goodness. Lehkonen almost gets his second of the game.
What a chance for Arturi Lehkonen.
Doesn't work though. Braden Point back in the playoffs for the Lightning. Draws a high stick in the third period. Hockey players are weird. They want to be bleeding. Come on, 4 minutes. Come on, 4 minutes. I don't think he's going to get it. But at very least, the Tampa Bay Lightning will have a power play opportunity here in the third. I cannot believe Comfer doesn't bury that. The only reason I believe it is because the goalie he's facing is Andrei Vasilevsky. And the usual rules of physics don't apply to him. Logan O'Connor gets Braden Point right in the face. Somehow I don't see a mark on him. I didn't even see a red mark. Braden Point making a pretty immediate impact for the Tampa Bay Lightning. I thought the Lightning's first power play looked amazing. They only got the 2 shots, but they were moving the puck really well. Their second power play stunk. Colorado stymied them. What happens on power play number 3? We'll start with a great one-timer from Kucherov, stopped by Darcy Kemper. Now this is what happened last time. Avs cleared the zone. The Lightning could not regain the zone and hold on to it. That's how this one's going. They gain the zone, they turn it over, Avs get it deep.
Colorado faced McDavid in the last series, and now Kucherov, who has a completely different approach.
Kucherov bumped in center ice. Palat gets it in. Avs, oh, they can't clear the zone this time. Stamkos. And now you're in the jaws. Now you're in the jaws. Makar will get it out. Ooh. Perilous. Perilous there. Helm trying to create a turnover.
In is Stamkos. Perry drives the lane. Back around for Kucherov into the second minute.
Lightning. Now they got possession.
Lightning power play.
Perry with a little flippy pass.
Sergachev trying to thread
45 seconds to work here for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Corey Perry looking to get it in front. Doesn't work. Makar won't be able to clear. Oh my goodness, what a quick pass. But a turnover. Avs clearance. That's a big play, big shift for the Colorado penalty killers. They're not quite out of the woods yet. 20 seconds to work here. Oh, Comfort cuts it off. Ah! Puts the puck too far ahead of himself. Vasilevsky almost gives it away. You're a goaltender. Listen, I've already given defense tips to Victor Hedman. I might as well give goaltending tips to Andrei Vasilevsky. Listen, if there's a mic in front of your face, you're an expert. That's how it works. Tampa, 1 shot. And I think it happened about 5 seconds in to that power play. And after that, Colorado stymied them. Real good-looking penalty kill for the Avs. But the game continues. Just under 12 minutes to go here, still 3-3. Lightning looking for a big answer back shift. Chernak. He was laboring earlier in the game. Gets it deep. Avs turn it over in their own zone.
Around for Landeskog. And now Makar.
Oh, Makar.
Hagel will force him back.
There's trusting your guy. And they're... Oh! Makar ditches the puck and rocks Brandon Hagel. They get into it behind the play. I don't think we're going to get a call. It's got to be something pretty obvious. High sticks are a gimme. Trips are pretty hard to ignore, but not impossible. It's unreal the stuff that hasn't been called in this third period already. Based on that, who is it, Sorelli who tripped Makar in the first? That's a soft call, man. I understand why they called it, but oof. Kucherov gains the zone. He's got Point with him. Sends it way high. Whoa! Avs get it out of danger. Nico Sturm just throws it deep. Vasilevsky not afraid to play that puck.
Without much speed, he's so effective at finding some open ice. Now the one power play chance for the Tampa Bay Lightning came off a one-time.
What a game. We're far from over. There's that stop by Kemper, and there's that hit from Makar. It's the Stanley Cup Final, baby. Watch the Stanley Cup Final with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends that we got a tie game in the third period, and you got to be watching. We'll be right back. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Listen, I got to tell you, this series, real hyped. Real hyped on paper. I saw some people saying this is the best Stanley Cup final on paper. On paper. Most entertaining looking Stanley Cup final on paper. On paper. I saw one person say since 2008 or 2009. That was the second of the back-to-back matchups between the Red Wings and the Penguins. The coronation of Crosby, if you will. I think we've had some good ones since then, but none with the hockey, the level of hockey anticipated that this one has. And so far in this game, no disappointment. None. 3-3, halfway through the third.
Who's going to carry home game one? Vasilevsky sweeps it away.
Avs get it deep. Logan O'Connor, man. He's had some mistakes. He had the giveaway that led to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins' goal. I think that was in game 4. Took a penalty on Braden Point. Got to earn his keep. Some big hits. Neither team backing down from the other. Oh, O'Connor almost creating the turnover there. Lightning spending way too much time in their own end there. As the Avs will get a line change and they'll break it out. A bit of a clumsy pass though, but it works. McKinnon, wham, from the point. No goal. McKinnon holds it in, though. He's got some friends. Shoots. Where is it? Oh. Vasilevsky holds it. Landeskog knocked to the ground. We'll get an ozone draw here for the Avs. Man, Nathan McKinnon had a runway. Unreal play. Who's going to win this? It's got to be someone. Watch the... I almost said it. Watch the Stanley Cup Final with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. We'll be right back. Hey, watch Stanley Cup Final. Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Chat. What are you saying? Callum. Who will be the hero? I'm going to say it's a player on the Avs or the Lightning. Now, give me Killorn, because I think it's going to be a greasy one, right? Give me Killorn.
Up to 17 consecutive stops.
Or
Landeskog was tied up.
I'm going to say Nichushkin.
To center to regroup it.
He's looked great.
Tried to flip it deep, knocked down by Chernak, and Chernak able to play it back.
He's finding ways around Tampa.
Here comes McKinnon. Into the zone.
Comes McKinnon cruising in. He looks pretty determined. He wouldn't be a bad pick. Avs! Oh, Makar blocked. Avs again! Blocked. Why not? Do it again. Oh, Makar can't pull off the one-timer. Oh, stopped. Nichushkin with just over 8 minutes to go here. Almost had the go-ahead. Almost isn't good enough. Lots of teams have almost beaten the Lightning. Believe me. But their names aren't etched on the cup, are they? Vasilevsky. Oh, that's a bit of a harrowing play there. Rantanen keeps it alive and then turns it over. Big rig. He wants 4 in a row. Don't you? Perry. Oh, this is great. Fourth line digging the corner shift here, and they come up with the puck. Perry. Oh, he wants his man in front. He always does. Doesn't quite work. You don't always have to generate a scoring chance as the fourth line. You wreck shop a little bit, do a little bit of damage. That's good enough. Ooh, Kemper panic. Move a little bit there. And, very fortunate to not really cough it up there. Darren Helm rings it around. Battle. Lightning love those little battles. Kucherov. Oh my goodness, who even thinks to do that? He's got a man right there and he passes it cross ice and it works. The Lightning now with possession in the zone. Ooh. They're going to look for the screen in front of Kemper. It's worked for them already tonight. They're going to try to get it again. Avs break it out this time, though.
And now in comes
Makar. Oh, another reverse hit. That one looked a little high. I didn't see who he got.
Nearly forced it to the front. But
No penalty.
got it, and he'll lug it out.
That's the second one this period for Makar.
That's going to be icing as Bogosian wanted to change but didn't get.
Was it
to the
Bogosian?
red line.
I want to see this again.
One thing that Tampa has done so effectively is just bar the lanes to get to the net. Makar does an excellent
Well, there's
job
that
with his
chance.
body coming
Ooh,
across,
off of
but
Cirelli.
able to
Let's
make
see that
the
reverse hit.
goes down, does McDonough now in
There's
front
too
of
many
the
good
net.
Makar plays to show the one that just happened.
With all kinds of traffic in front of him,
You know what?
able to save, but
It's not my job.
it can frustrate you.
It's not my job. Have you ever seen what it's like
In the shooting lane and block
in
it
a
off.
truck
And then when it does happen,
where they're like directing a hockey game or any kind of game, a football game? Those are wild too. It does not look like a job I want. It does not look like a job I think anyone enjoys. It looks like a job that shortens your life. It's a lot of standing up and yelling, which seems stressful. I prefer to sit down and yell.
So now Mikko Rantanen has joined Landeskog.
Under 6 minutes to go here. Watch the Stanley Cup Final with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell your friends of the Avs on side right now. Ref says yes. Shot from Byram. It's loose behind the net. Vasilevsky didn't know where it was. Here comes Tampa now. Nick Paul. He's already got a goal tonight. Fourth of the playoffs. Wham! Taken into the boards. Great move from Nick Paul. Works it around to Ross Colton. He almost had the go-ahead goal earlier. He probably wants a mulligan. Nick Paul all around it. Oh, Ross Colton wants it bad. I'm starting to think I should have picked him. Landeskog knocks Nick Paul over. Avs clear the zone. Both teams change bodies.
So now Nichushkin drops down with comfort and Burakovsky.
Chernak takes cover behind his own net.
And when they loaded up the line, they spent most of their time in their own zone. That last
Lighting
shot
will have to do it again. Victor Hedman, he's had better games.
There's been some real heavy lifting by Makar.
Which is a scary thought for the Avalanche.
Manson gets
Edmund hasn't had his best game.
And here is
And it's still tied.
Takes the shot right on.
Stopped by Vasilevsky. 34th shot he's faced to this game. Avs hold the line. Tampa has to scamper back again, but they're not afraid. They're not afraid of these situations. Ooh, yeah, that was a messy zone entry there for the Lightning. Draws a whistle.
Still tied at 3.
We get a break here. Feel like we all need to breathe here. We're only a few minutes away from overtime. Or the game-winning goal. Or knowing these two ridiculous teams, we could have 4 more goals left in regulation and then overtime. Quintuple overtime, by the way. Producer Stu, we good with that? Quintuple, do you have plans tomorrow? Do you have to be up early tomorrow? Is the answer no? I'm just letting you know the answer doesn't matter. I like you and everything. Love you even. Who is going to get the game-winning goal? Me and producer Stu and the whole crew are trying to get to the bottom of it. Farm Girl, what's your favorite playoff snack? Okay, before my grandmother-in-law? Is that a thing? Before my grandmother-in-law and her plane from Scotland touched down in Canada the other day, I probably would have said something else. I probably would have said chips. This is it. McVitie's Golds. These things are ridiculous. This is right off the plane. I brought these down here to show. I cannot leave these down here. I will annihilate this entire package. I have already eaten far too many. How many have I had today? 1, 2, 3. Oh, God. Don't count. Never count.
Joe Sakic looking on. Are we headed to extra hockey tonight?
It's Rocket in Colorado.
I go back to game 1 of the 1990 finals. We went to triple overtime in the old Boston Garden.
There's almost a piece of blowing a 2-goal lead to Tampa because you're not surprised. If you do it against a bad team, you're like, we blew it. You do it against Tampa, you're like, well, they've done that to the other 31 teams. I don't even feel bad. Under 4 minutes to go here. Tampa with the puck behind the Avs net. Throws it in front, no one home. Please hang up and try your call again. Cameraman got faked out there. Jack Johnson with it. He'll get it deep because he had no friends on that rush. He was very lonely.
So now I'll go 4 against 4 as opposed to trying to maybe jump the McKinnon line against him and get something out of it.
There's a long pass, won't be iced though. Ooh, Devon Taves breaking ankles. And a play ruined by a quick pass to no one as we get a whistle here. With 3:03 to go in a 3-3 game in period 3. You following? Does that make sense? Victor Hedman, a cut on the bridge of his nose. That looks fresh.
You got 2 days off between game 1 and game 2, so
the Avs faces all night have been all business.
Maybe your bench does get shortened a little bit if you're the Avalanche.
They're into it. Yeah.
McKinnon and Landeskog now up against Kucherov.
I'm not detecting a ton of stress in that building. Seems loosey-goosey.
Make their moves.
You think of the magic of Point and Kucherov, how well they play.
It's a good way to be. I mean, listen, how can you be in a bad mood? You're in the Stanley Cup final.
Knocked off his stick by Chernak.
I was about to say who cares what the score is, but you do. You do. That's why you bought the ticket. 2.5 minutes to go in regulation and potentially the game. Suppose we'll see. Chernak. His pass intercepted. Avs come up with it. Byram drops it off for his pal. Again, another pass to no one. The Avs losing a little bit of offensive purpose here as the Lightning lock in. Here's Killorn. Whoa.
Was a critical turnover in this third period.
Almost no Dangle there. Avs just abandoned ship. They'll go for line change. Under 2 minutes to go here in regulation. Will we get overtime or will we get a late hero? Logan O'Connor blows the tire as the Lightning enter the Avs zone. Shot! Stop. Lekin tries to move Big Red. Doesn't work. Oh, the Lightning have been looking for men in front of the net with a pass from behind it all night, and they had it there. It didn't work. Helm throws it on. Doesn't work. Under 90 seconds to go here. Is that a penalty? Did Patrick Maroon just throw it over the glass with 84 seconds to go? Oh, what a disaster! Logan O'Connor putting pressure on Patrick Maroon, and he knows he flubbed it. Oh, Joe Sakic, ice in his veins, doesn't even react because he knows a power play does not necessarily mean a power play goal, but in the final 84 seconds of the third period and potentially going into overtime, the Avalanche will have a power play and a chance to win it.
Late in the first period, now looking for a power play goal.
Oh, baby. Landeskog wins the draw. Carr with it. 1,000 moves. Loses it. I got to be ready to say Arturi Lehkonen if he scores. Arturi Lehkonen. Whoa! McKinnon, fake one-timer. Doesn't work. Oh, Landeskog! Almost loses the zone there. Avs quick puck movement to recover. McKinnon. Oh! Oh, he's so explosive. So fast. Drives to the net. Shot! They hold it. Pass into Rantanen's feet. Another chance. Oh, and the Lightning clear it. 40 seconds to go here. Oh, baby. What a kill for the Lightning so far. Avs sure look dangerous. That building is rocking. 30 seconds to go here in regulation. Puck up and over. Can the Lightning clear it? Whoa, bodies collide. The Lightning do clear it. Killorn attacking shorthanded. He's got a friend. Oh, Hedman. That would have been something. 10 seconds to go here in the third. Avalanche. Throw it into the corner, and it looks like... Oh, never mind! Oh! It happens like that. It happens like that. It happens like that. Steve, have you never watched hockey before? Have I ever watched hockey before? The Tampa Bay Lightning hold on for dear life. In this game... Oh, even Ryan McDonough going down into the butterfly. The Lightning holding on for dear life on that penalty kill. And this game, tied at 3s, is going to overtime. The Lightning will begin overtime on the penalty kill. Here's that chance from the final seconds. Oh, my goodness, that's a tough spot for Patrick Maroon, man. I was about to say I know that feel, but you know, I can't say I do. I have never been in the penalty box in the final moments of regulation in a Stanley Cup final game. But I have been hosting Watch the Stanley Cup Playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Now listen, you probably got some friends who haven't been watching this game yet. Maybe they've been looking for somewhere to watch this game. Or maybe they said, you know what, I'm busy, but I'll tune in if there's overtime. If you know someone like that, you got to send them this link. They cannot miss it. This is game 1. The 2022 Stanley Cup final between the Colorado Avalanche and the Tampa Bay Lightning. It is tied 3-3, and it is next goal wins. The next goal brings your team to within 3 wins. 3 of the Stanley Cup. Do we have an overtime feature to show, or are we going to do... Yeah? Okay, so we're going to show you a feature. We'll be back after that feature. Take some of your questions, and then overtime will begin. So, watch the Stanley Cup Playoffs with Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Enjoy some Sportsnet original content right now. We'll be back with a magical playoff memory no matter what.
David Ayres, the emergency goaltender. He's from Whitby, played some junior B, but can't get the puck over the line, and Ayres makes a lovely save. Puck's up for grabs. Ayres is down, and he snaps that into his glove and stops play. Faces a shot, makes the save. Keep the puck, David. You've just got a National Hockey League victory. 6-3 Carolina. Oh, man, look at that reaction.
The Toronto Maple Leafs lost an actual National Hockey League game to a 42-year-old team. The team showing the urgency to get within 72.
Hey guys, Steve Dangle here. I was asked to show up at Jeff Merrick's outdoor rink. Don't know why. He'll probably talk about some hockey from the 50s or something.
Hey guys, David Ayres here. I was asked to show up at Jeff Merrick's rink. Not sure why.
David Ayres. That YouTube guy.
I'm Steve Dangle, this is David Ayres, and the rules are simple. 10-shot shootout revenge tour. How do you feel?
I'm gonna go one eye on this one.
Wow! Bad back versus bad knee. Shot number 1, let's go. Here we go.
All right, let's roll.
I'm coming for you.
All right.
Oh, this guy. All right, I got 9 more. I can still go 9-1.
Shot 2?
Shot, yeah, you've only stopped 1 so far. Don't worry about it.
I thought I was going home already.
Wow, every goalie's gonna get lucky once. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You all right?
Hey, I'm good.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That muffin was nothing like the Hyman one-timer that cracked my mask.
Okay.
We're good.
All right, fine. I gotta put a little more mustard on it. All right, so that's 2 warm-up shots now, best of 8.
I'm still waiting for Dangles still.
Oh,
I think you left Dangles at home.
Dangles? Okay. I wasn't
That's
ready.
old school.
I wasn't.
Hey, old school poke check all day.
Jesus. Okay. You ever want to get revenge on someone for something and it doesn't go nearly like you thought it would? Here we go.
Hey, you should get a better puck.
I need a different puck.
Yeah, that one didn't work.
This one says goal.
Okay.
Oh, this guy. Okay, so
Nothing.
He's got a good 5-hole. He's got a good pad on one of them. He's got a good poke check. That's a lot of luck. That's a variety of luck. Is this 4? This is 4.
This is 5.
This one's 5. This one's 5. Can't shoot, can't count. What can I do? Oh! All right.
No dice.
No
dice.
Halfway through, this isn't going very well.
You should put a no in front of that jersey name on the back there.
Wow.
No Dangles.
Well, they should call you Ayres. Shut up and make a save.
Oh! Look at that.
Ow!
Oh, muffin.
That actually hurt.
Guy throws a knuckleball in the net.
That's the key, kids. Aim the puck nowhere near where you were aiming, and Did that go in?
Yeah.
Yeah!
I'm not sure how that went in though.
Because I'm really good.
That's true. You're excellent, actually.
Whoever's editing this, can you just put that 10 times? Can I go home? Are you still recording? Turn that. Woo.
Oh. You can do the rebound too. I don't think that's gonna go in yet. Hey? Guy comes hard on the rebound.
You know what's a great sign of a good goal scorer? He sounds surprised every time he scores. I don't think it should count.
No goal.
No goal. Fine. It's like the shootout.
That's right.
Brad Marchand. Oh, where to go?
That's 9.
Whoa!
What is this guy doing? We're gonna get you a contract. You're gonna stand in the slot and just rip it anywhere.
For all the Twitter people who said this is easy, you're absolutely right. Like, you're totally right.
So easy. 2 for 9.
You know, when you put it like that, it's not very good.
Everybody gets lucky a couple times.
Okay. We'll see. Oh. This guy's 5-hole. He's got no 5-hole. Kevin Weeks. That's another Hurricanes legend. David Ayres, are you ready?
Been ready the whole time, bud.
YouTube guy who screams 42-year-old Zamboni. Are you still 42?
43 now.
Oh, wow.
I thought I'm a little slower now.
We'll see.
Ah, cheap.
Big one. Big one. Big one. Big dub. I don't want to hurt my knee again. That hurt. Woo, that was fun. It was pretty good going 12 for 10, I think, wasn't it?
Whoa. 3 for 10? 3 lucky ones, 7 saves by me.
It's 7 saves on warm-up shots, all right? You know what, Dave? It was an honor to take shots against you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a 42-year-old Zamboni driver. I can't believe 3 goals went in from a 32-year-old blogger who works for Sportsnet. Like, come on.
Roger Sportsnet. Get a cable package. Woo! This is gonna go so poorly. Best goalie of all time. Steve Dangle here. You know, I always wanted to be the goalie for the Leafs. I was the street hockey goalie, always taking tennis balls and those orange things to the face. But now I'm gonna learn how to play goalie for real from David Ayres. Can you teach me?
I'll try. I'll do my best.
You think anything's getting past me? Nothing ever. Look at me, I'm David Ayres.
Are you ready?
Yeah, well, I got lots of questions.
Your first question should be, how do you hold a goalie stick?
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
You watch enough videos, you should know this one by now.
Wait, do I have a really big head or do you have a small one? It's squeezing out childhood memories. All right, let's go.
All right, well, keep the blood flowing here.
Woo. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was easy. We gotta pick them up here now, or need some help?
Wait, there's the puck.
Yeah.
Well, that never went in there.
So here's a helpful hint. We don't do snow angels. Snow angels, bad.
Well, I grew up watching Dominic Hasek. He did it all the time. All right, first time's lucky there, kid.
Okay, let's go. Oh!
I am the best winner! Yeah! It's crazy how hard you were trying too.
I know. All right, took down a little bit easier on you now. You know, I'm warmed up. You seem to be warmed up. Your vocal cords are warmed up. Let's see what happens here.
This is easy. You just cut off the angle on him. And then,
you know.
Did he miss it?
No, you missed it.
Get the camera out of there.
If I score one more goal, I've already tied you.
I don't know about that.
So maybe we hold our stick a little bit lower. No, lower. No.
Wait, on the...
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Now we're rolling here. All right.
Oh! You know, it's actually really comfy down here. I feel like a winner.
I got that.
Oh, okay, thanks, man.
Yeah, anytime. No problem. So I'm 3 for 4 right now.
Yeah, Austin Matthews, James Reimer, Jamie McCowan, I think. Hey, here we go. Whew. I'm playing mind games right now. Wow.
That's another one. Open your glove a little bit.
Oh,
that's what you want to do.
Keep it up. I got to be a spider like Ben Scrivens. He plays like this. I'm tired standing here.
I want to see you go in the butterfly without falling on your stomach.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, what if falling on my stomach will stop you?
It hasn't yet.
Okay, fair enough.
Come on out a little bit.
You want me to challenge?
Yep, right there. Can you skate backwards or are you good?
I mean, I can kind of drift.
Perfect. That's all you need. Here we go. Drift. Get that drift going. Oh! Almost. Oh, it touched you.
Ah, Charlie!
Another tip to being a goalie, stay hydrated.
Oh my God.
5 for 6 right now.
Come on, Dave. Like, I'm doing what you're doing, but like, you got to be a bit more like me. Like, you got to be like, oh, you should have had that.
Oh,
like,
okay. All right. 5-hole again. Oh, that went in. Went in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it went in. Yes.
Jeez.
I should make a blog about bloggers who try to be goalies.
I think you should do that.
Yeah.
The only reason you scored on me is you're pretending to be John Tavares.
He did score 5-hole on me.
You're a regular Pierre Engvall out there.
Oh! Stacks the pads too.
Where's the rebound?
Oh, rebound? Okay, here we go. Woo! You're the one save wonder on that one.
It's crazy to me the goalies have to do this like 30 times a game.
Try doing it in practice 300 times.
No.
Are you good?
Okay. You're not good. Okay.
All right, that's a good butterfly right there. You're not going to stop anything that way. Let's get that flipped up. Okay,
oh,
there we go.
Oh my God, how do you even do that? How do you get into this position? That's unbelievable, you're a freak of nature.
You all right?
No.
There you go, that's the style right there. Stick on the ice. Boom.
How do you concentrate on so many things all at once?
I'm not sure how you're going to do it, but us trained goalies do it fairly well. 2 more.
Is that it?
2 more.
I can do this all day.
All right, you ready? That was in.
I didn't feel like I got it.
Nope.
I thought we were playing
charity tournament rules, no dangles, right? I can't believe you have to do this for 60 minutes. I'm starting to understand why Luongo pooped himself.
All right, last one. Bring home the bacon.
No way this goes behind me. There's nowhere.
You okay in there? I guess I'm not bad for a 42-year-old Zamboni driver, eh?
I'm sorry! That was a really go! So that is it for this one and most of my ligaments. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends.
Hey, people don't forget.
People don't forget.
Look at this timing. Look at this timing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Overtime in Colorado. The Lightning try to stave off the tail end of this Colorado power play. Cale Makar with it. Bang. Oh. The Lightning clear it. Makar out to get it. 15 seconds to go in this Colorado power play. You just never know. Cale Makar going for a bit of a WALK. I would have said the word, but my dog is in the room. McKinnon throws it on, and the Lightning with a man out of the box. Ooh, they don't get that little break. So now, the real overtime begins. The Lightning kill off that Pat Maroon puck over the glass penalty. And Pat Maroon might get the winner here. Oh, he was looking for it. He was sniffing. Kemper, rebound. Oh, 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 Kucherov can't throw it in front. Unreal. Oh, hockey rules. Here comes Comfort. In. Nichushkin over to Burakovsky! Who ends it for Colorado? Andre Burakovsky with the overtime winner. Less than 90 seconds in, the Lightning kill the penalty. The Avs don't lose faith. They get their chance, and they get game one in Colorado. And believe it or not, for the third time in 4 series this year, the Lightning lose game one. That should just about tell you everything that you need to know. It's a good thing if you're the Colorado Avalanche. If you cheer for the Colorado Avalanche, that they're up 1-0. It's better to be up 1-0 than down 1-0. But if you think the Tampa Bay Lightning are out of this series, you got another thing coming. I got his name right. Thank you, Andre Burakovsky, for giving me that mulligan. Comfer with the great play in the neutral zone. And what a pass from Valeri Nichushkin. The Lightning were looking at him the whole way. caught puck watching, and Vasilevsky is made of the world's stretchiest elastic bands. Andre Burakovsky is about 20 Stretch Armstrong action figures in a trench coat. And he almost makes the save, but not quite. Huge Selly in Colorado. And does Joe Sakic react? Yeah, he does. He only reacts for the game winner. He had ice in his veins earlier. The Colorado Avalanche take game 1.
We're just getting started.
Andre Burakovsky.
What a great opening game of the Stanley Cup Final.
What a player, what a career, what a goal. Now the Colorado Avalanche, in some sort of gleeful agony, now have to wait till Saturday to build on their 1-0 lead. A rare 2-day break here in the Stanley Cup playoffs. No hockey tomorrow. No hockey Friday, but we will be back at it with Game 2, still in Colorado, on Saturday. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Producer Drew texted me, Comfer stepping up in place of Nazem Kadri. Absolutely. That play does not happen without JT Comfer. And to think that the Avs have a 1-0 lead in this series, and they might get Kadri back, and they might get Cogliano back. Ooh. Ooh. Could be their year, man. But again, you don't write off the Tampa Bay Lightning. Michael asked a question before overtime. Who has been the best player on the ice? For my money tonight, I think it's been Cale Makar. He was just out there so often and did so much. The Lightning, it's funny. It's difficult for a player on the Lightning to look overly dominating because they just roll. They just roll guys out there. Everyone takes a turn stepping up, but Makar is just that much of a standout. So I'm going to say Cale Makar. Comfer, I didn't notice a ton, but when I did, it almost always looked like it was going to end up in the back of the net. He probably should have ended the game sooner, but he ends it now. Listen, we had overtime. It's past 11 Eastern. It's a weeknight. It's a school night. Everyone, I'm sure you got homework to do. You're probably getting on that right now, aren't you? So we'll wrap it here. We'll take a couple days to breathe. We'll be back for game 2. No Hat Picks video and no Dang It's video this week. We'll be back with those, I think, next week. Not confirmed. It's a bit of an awkward time of the season, right? But I can tell you this for sure. Saturday, we will be back. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. So that is it for this stream. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you liked this stream. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends that the Colorado Avalanche lead the 2022 Stanley Cup Final 1-0.